Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Wardrobe, Hexy, and Ross here. Going to play a little bit of GBACW tonight. We're excited to play this very complex scenario. It's not only complex, it's just a bunch of little things that we're going to talk about tonight. We're not going to get very far in the game, probably, but we got Richard, William, Charles, and a couple other people. So thanks for joining us, everybody. Let's do our traditional countdown, but not a sponsor anymore because, you know, the joke. They can still hear us now. It's muted up. So now they can hear us. They're not going to sponsor us anymore. They said they didn't think it was worth it. It wasn't worth their time and money. Old crap. I mean, look at all the. You have lost on it. I don't know what else. You know, whatever. We're going to sponsor it. We're going to talk about it. Why did I put the 60 second one? Why do I really want to build a mystery? What got Chris up here? Such soothing music. What's up, all? Thanks for joining us. All right, so let's pull up this map here. We're going to add to the stage.
All right, well, hold on here. Let's. So before we start, let me read the little new Bern introduction. So that
okay. Yeah.
All right. See, so March 14, 1862. By the way, this thing has looks like 5 or 6 pages of freaking special rules.
That's a lot.
During Ambrose Burnside's expedition to control parts of the Atlantic coast and impose the naval blockade known as the Anaconda Plan, the Confederates turned and made a stand at a reinforced line of entrenchments and forts along the coast of the Meuse for a second. Neuse River in the Tar Heel State. That would be North Carolina for all you Western rebels. All right. Burnside's forces, with a substantial manpower and quality advantage, were able to exploit weaknesses in Lawrence O'Brien Branch's defense and scatter the rebels back towards Kinston and inland North Carolina. Is Branch not? Wasn't he one of the Army of Northern Virginia brigade commanders at Bull Run? And that name just sounds familiar.
Yeah, I think Branch had a long career. I think he was a politician, but he was all over the place.
Chris Long, Richard Champion, you're told for damn dancing women. Chucky, William Bird.
All right, let's
out there. Say hey. All right. This is a. Go ahead, Todd, because
I'm just going to make it a full screen so they can start looking at the map while and I'll zoom in on the map, everybody. I guess here's a question: do you all, you know what? I think. What if I should just zoom? What if I should just show the map? I don't know if they need to see that other stuff. So go ahead, Jeff. You start talking. You guys start talking. I'm going to change the screen a little bit here.
All right. So there's his breastwork and entrenchment line, which I'm not going to show you because. All right, and he's got a fort right at the top of it that's pretty formidable. And I've got a bunch of PT boats out there that are going to be shooting at it, and he's going to be shooting at me while we look at AMFS.
Yeah, don't be confused.
Can you fix that?
Yeah. I'm just trying to.
Our editing team is suffering a little tonight. There we go.
All right. I'll start. So, fort walls. They are.
Those are breastworks and entrenchments.
Fort wall is the only thing that blocks the.
Yeah, fort. That one hex is the only fort hex in the battle.
Oh, so these don't block line of sight, like it was saying.
Correct.
Oh.
That one corner blocks line of sight.
I'll say whatever to that.
Breastworks don't.
Okay. Anyway, is this a victory point location?
It does help the abandoning for the Union to make you abandon the fort. Yeah.
Okay.
So in a way, yes.
Okay. Go ahead, Jeff.
So apparently, I'm assuming Burnside was rather successful here, I believe, and you can see this is funny because this is all of this is one brigade. And they're broken down. They have breakdown units. And there are reinforcements I'm going to assume that Park must be a random reinforcement, possibly.
Which I just shut the window so you can't see him. So you got Reno coming in with some different people and Park coming in.
Yeah, I need to
Oh my gosh, 17. Dang.
Oh, here we go. Variable. So apparently Park, no. Okay. He puts variable and optional, I'm assuming, because those guys actually did not. So if, you know me, I don't like hypotheticals.
Right, me too.
So we won't be using them. Reno, on the other hand, comes in.
First thing.
Yeah.
They may enter units broken down into breakdown battalions and using along the railroad movement costs. So that's what I mean. You're going to be able to haul butt up there.
All right. So Reno comes in right there. So I guess it's plain and simple. I need to drive him out of here. You've got one unit that needs to deploy. The 11th North Carolina.
Yeah, just within that one hex there, or the 7.
Ross, why don't you?
I'm looking for it.
Throw out the special rules to these people. What you?
So he has that New York. The Confederates have in the brickyard there in the southeast corner of the brickyard. There is a howitzer H-24 New York heavy, North Carolina heavy battery that starts disordered and cannot attempt to. It'll have to rally back out of disordered, and it can't do that during the 0800 turn. So it'll have to wait a little bit. That's one special rule. I can see what everyone else is seeing. Oh, yep, you're looking at it. The Fort Thompson fort that we were looking at the top of the map, that is a important hex that there are 10 guns inherent to that hex that are facing the Neuse River, so they are firing out on the Union flotilla. Likewise, the Union flotilla can fire actually anywhere basically along that line. They get some bonuses if they can land a hit on the fort, so it'll probably see shots trading there. That fort also has 3 guns that can face any direction they want. Typically will be facing landward, I would imagine. The fort also, any infantry units have basically all of the faces are considered their frontal face. You basically can't flank the fort. The Union can't kind of try to come around the side and get a flanking bonus on it. The Union have a bunch of the breakdown units, which are in the battle book, and this one does include a penalty if they are separated. So if you had a lone section or breakdown unit of a regiment, it's like the 25th Mass A, if it was off alone, it would take some penalties if it's not next to at least one of its sister regiments, battalions.
So you're saying like
you want to keep
see if B pushes back and these two are separate, there's a problem.
Yeah, they would all have a penalty then. You need to be adjacent to at least one of your sisters in that case.
Okay. All right.
There is the reason the special rules are so long, I think, is because there's all this steps you have to go through once the Union has pushed the Confederates out of their entrenchments. There are some triggers for forcing a withdrawal or a abandonment of the fort and the line. Don't think we're going to see it tonight, so we can probably look at that the next session. But there's some variable VP stuff there too, depending on when that happens and when the Confederates decide to back off.
I have an interesting command issue here. It looks like, but we can talk about that later. Okay.
Yeah, because Branch can't really reach everything, can he?
Well, I mean, he.
Oh, wait a minute. No, what is it? Doesn't it say something special about the Confederates?
Oh. Yeah. So, yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, chain of command. Oh, the garrison in Fort Thompson is always, and I'm sure that the garrison in the Fort Thompson hex is also a known thing. They should have put that on the map. And there's no penalty for a lack of corps commander on the field. Okay.
I mean, unless you come up with some really novel strategy here, you can imagine you're going to be pretty static on defense anyway. So not having the command to maneuver at least is not probably going to be a huge problem. There are some pretty complicated rules. We'd have to look at them really closely here in a minute when it starts to matter about the Confederates can only move toward the breastworks, I think. We should probably look at that so you don't immediately illegally start moving people.
That's the way we like to play.
Yeah, just do it. Yeah.
Do it and then go back and go, oh, I couldn't have done it.
Oops. Yeah, let me see if I can find that. We can read it. Okay, it's on page 18 of the battle book. Restrictions on CSA units in the Fort Thompson line. Until the Fort Thompson line is abandoned, Confederate units starting the game in line hexes may not enter a hex that is not adjacent to the line unless moving south, southeast, or southwest.
And I'm sure south is straight behind.
No.
No, it's not. It's towards me.
Basically, you just can't retreat off the line. I guess you kind of can, but you would be headed towards another hex on the line somewhere.
Right.
Three units that begin. Go ahead.
Until what?
Until the Fort Thompson line is abandoned. And that's on page 17. Abandoning the Fort Thompson line is something that at the start of any Confederate activation, they can, once some conditions are met, the rebel player can declare he is abandoning the Fort Thompson line and then start to leave.
All right.
And that includes control of earthworks or breastwork hexes, Fort Thompson hex, and so on. Again, I don't think we're going to see it tonight, but if we get close to seeing it or there's a breakthrough, we can look at it more closely.
Those little things that look like corn stalks, those are abatis.
Yep.
There's a couple of hexes that are treated like breastworks.
I think those are the ones down on the bottom left of the map. The south.
Yeah, you can see the weird.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So those are breastworks. The other ones are just earthworks.
Oh, actually, it may be.
Yeah, it is.
Or is it the opposite?
Terrain chart.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have the chart with me.
Earthworks are the majority.
Okay.
And I don't actually see, and breastworks are the gray ones down below.
Okay.
So
I'm not sure what difference they are.
They're effectively the same, I think.
They are
treated essentially the same in all regards. So that might be a thematic.
The terrain chart has something new that I've not seen before. It's got like red and green arrows, and then also some of the combat effects are red.
I'm going to go grab my terrain chart so I can.
Oh, yeah. So for the railroad embankment one, if you're moving along it, it's the green movement factor. If you're crossing over it,
it's the red.
The red movement factor. All right. So we got abatis, we got a pond, we got a coastline, we got a flotilla out there that the flotilla can shoot at targets, land targets east of this road. So any of these he could shoot at, I guess.
Yeah, that guy can shoot it. The 3 can shoot anywhere.
And yeah, right. So his 3 guns right there they can turn one vertex without a penalty when they're non-phasing and fire without the penalty.
Yep.
But if they turn more than one, then they get the -2 for movement or reaction, whatever. And then I've got so my flotilla. Is that 7 guns or a 6?
Yeah,
your flotilla just rolls on a chart that's on the top of page 16.
All right. And then return, and then you check the bombardment table. Okay.
Yep. And notice there's a +1 on the bombardment table to the roll. if your target is Fort Thompson. So you're incentivized to fire on Fort Thompson.
Right. And when do those guys get to shoot? That's the biggest section in here, looks like, almost.
Yeah, the top of your activation. Actually, it didn't have to be the top of it. It could be any time, I guess. But for each activation by the Union division, the player may opt to try to direct the naval fire of the flotilla on any hex of his choosing that is east of Old Beaufort Road and within 2 hexes of the Fort Thompson line.
Well, these must be awful good guns if they can disable those 10 guns in there. All right, so what is the rating?
And it's VPs if you pull it off too. So I'll find that real quick, the VP schedule here.
All right, so so that number 7 is my cohesion.
Yep.
It's 6 when it's disordered. All right. 10 heavy guns. Anticipation of a Union expedition north of these guns were relatively immobile and as such unable to be turned on the battle raging to the west. However, they were sighted to cover the areas of the water impeded. Should the Union float? Okay. Rolling on the gunboat accuracy. So anything between a 4 and a 7. You mean to tell me that my boats can actually shoot each other by accident?
I think you might be, the friendly fire thing is if you have units within X hexes of the target.
Gotcha. All right, so what is the cohesion, let's see, on the guns in the fort?
I think it's 7.
Well, I know that mine's a 7. Roll again for the effects on Rowan's flotilla. That's my guys, which is assumed to have cohesion of 7. 6 if he's disordered. Yep, you all know how this goes. This is our first one. Tony, how you doing, brother? Nord, what's up, buddy? For each combat unit in the hex in excess of 1, I don't care about that. All right, I see the abandoning the Fort Thompson line. Let's see. If the flotilla rolls a 9 for a rally temp, it fails to rally, but it doesn't suffer effects. If the flotilla side, shoot, where is the freaking the river-facing guns? There's no need for new gunboats. May continue to fire at the fort and gain an additional 1 victory point awards for disorder results. Hits the target and scuttling rolls and do not apply the terrain modifiers from the artillery fire table after you hit. Okay. So it's a -2 on your die roll. If the Union player rolls 0 to 3, the fires and Akron has no effect. If it's 4 to 7, the riverine bombardment hits the target and he subsequently rolls on the bombardment table. What I want to know is when he rolls on the bombardment table, where it says disrupted, or D+1, D+2, or big D.
Yeah, what are you UDing against? Yep.
Oh, here we go. The river-facing guns roll separately as a single battery with cohesion rating of 7. Right, good call. All right, and any failed UDD or D result awards 1 victory point to the Union. The disordered guns may not fire at the riverine flotilla. So all I can do is hit one time. If I hit one time on those guns and they fail the cohesion, those 10 guns aren't shooting at anything.
They'll get an opportunity to rally.
Right.
I think they have to skip 1 turn or whatever, and then they can rally up.
Okay.
They might even auto rally. Let's see. Oh, yeah. There is no need for the river-facing fort guns to rally from disorder. This is assumed to be automatic. But they wouldn't be able to fire.
Right. Disordering the river-facing guns does not gain enemy units a +1 die roll modifier before the shock attack. There is no need for the river to rally from disorder. This is assumed to be automatic. But when?
I assume on the activation of the Confederate division.
Oh yeah, and my cannons, they can operate when any brigade is activated.
Yeah, you can attach them if you want, but you can also leave them divisionally attached and use them like that, like you just said.
Right. Let's see. What do we got here? Picking up some big counters, Textiles, BC. These guys are making you feel inadequate. Let's see. Lifetime.
Yeah, so guys, we're going to be kind of going through this for a little bit as we just kind of understand some of the rules here.
Telemachus, how you doing, buddy?
Yep. Toll, Marislav, Nordic, Tony, William, welcome all. Thanks all for
All right.
jumping in.
Well, I mean, my whole first turn is going to be spent moving to contact. So,
yeah, but your reinforcements can move up that road pretty quick, or the railroad.
well, not if I'm in the way. And since my brigade commander with all those woods only has a freaking 4, these guys got to stay together. So if you put any holes in my line when I close, I'm going to be in a world of hurt for units.
I have a question about extending. If let's just say 13th North Carolina was like in one of these 2 hexes, can he extend left or right across that breastwork or no? So you get what I'm asking?
I see what you're asking. That's I don't
that.
think there's going to be anything in the rules that says he can't do that. You would have to pay the cost to extend across the earthworks. It feels weird, but I don't think there's going to be something that says you can't be in different type of terrain or across a earthworks like that.
Okay. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I'm just curious.
He has breakdown units, Todd.
What do you mean?
There are breakdown units in the thing. Oh no, wait, that's 33rd North Carolina. Yeah, 33rd North Carolina has 3 breakdown units. Go to the Confederate flag up top. Go to New Bern. Go to Pamlico, Campbell, and you'll see it 33. And click on 33 North Carolina.
Yes, you could break down into those if you preferred instead of the 12.
New Bern. Whoopsie daisy. Oh boy.
I mean, if you want to put them on the map right now, take the 12. I'll put them on the map right now. That way you can do your thing with the time.
Okay, hold on. Please hold.
Please hold.
Could also deploy in that extended line just like you wanted before.
Yeah. You paid more on pre-order for what, William? Y'all talking about on the Richmond too?
And what's it take to do that breakdown like during normal play? Just move it.
Yeah, it's moving out of it basically.
Okay. So the advantage of doing it now during deployment is that step is done.
Yep, I'll look at what it actually says. It might cost an MP and then you break it down, or it might you just pay the cost. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I agree. I should just do it now if I want to, which kind of feels nice to spread out some. All right. So, but they still have to be within that hex there.
And actually, all it says is at the start of a brigade activation, a large regiment may be replaced with its component battalions. Once deployed, at least one of the battalions must leave the hex. For game purposes, each individual counter is treated as a regiment-size unit. So once deployed, at least one of the battalions must leave the hex, which sure sounds like they would just then need to move out and pay movement for it.
Yeah. Oh, that's
because they can all be in the same hex.
Yeah, but they're going to have to, if they all end in the same hex, they end up combining. So yeah, you need to get them out if you break them up.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I need to make a save file. Hold on.
What are the activation? Let's see. Fans.
New Bern.
Page 6 has. Oh, I'm looking at Big Bethel. Sorry, that's not page. We're on whole different battle.
Whole different battle. I mean, in the thing there, there's 4 CSA efficiencies and 4 union.
There should be 1. No. Yes, 1, 2. Okay, yeah. Here.
Oh, they got them on the. They already got them on the. You put them on the draw pool thing already.
Man, I'm good.
If the
Well done.
if the module designer was any good, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just asking. I'm just asking the question. Ross was the module designer. If you don't know, I'm just joshing with him. Yes. Okay. All right, so that was the thing I had to do. And so I do have 2 leaders on here. I thought I only had 1. I only have seen the 1. So Lee and Campbell. And he's 6.
Yeah. So the command structure in this game is Branch is the division commander. There are no corps or OCs, and his brigades are Campbell, and he's got one other one, doesn't he? Oh yeah.
Oh, did I have another one? Oh, Lee, yeah.
Yeah. And then I have Burnside, who is the division. And then I have his brigade, and then I have Reno. How is Burnside even going to reach Reno?
Where's
Maybe.
Reno?
He's the one that comes on as reinforcement.
So when
And
they
I will
come
not be bringing the optional reinforcements.
all right. And what was this read on the what was the movement restriction again? They can only move south.
Yeah, he did.
If they start adjacent to the earthworks, they can only move. They have to move adjacent to the earthworks, or can only move south, southeast, or southwest.
All right.
So I think, for instance, let's say these guys, the facing was all right. I think you could go non-adjacent here because it's southwest. You could not go here at that point. You would always end up heading towards another earthworks hex.
Okay. But now these guys here, they could move. I'm sorry. These guys here, they can't really move. I mean,
I think it might be north of the railroad or something. Let me look. This is
the
movement restriction is like the trickiest part of this one, I think. Let's find it.
This bitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 turns. Ugh.
exploding gun barrels. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to have some fun results on my guns. I see that already. All right.
Is this Reno the same Reno that's with Custer?
Let's see. Abatee's Mill Pond. Confederate artillery. I
swear we just read this.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
I lost it now.
wait, what? Wait, am I looking?
Here it is, top of page 18. Until the Fort Thompson line is abandoned, Confederate units starting the game in line hexes. So what is a Fort Thompson line hex? That's the next question.
All those little slashy things.
Yeah,
okay.
That's what that is. It's on the.
Okay, I see it on the chart. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I think McRae might be
stuck there.
I think he might be stuck there, or he could move.
But the cab can move, and the North Carolina can move. It's if you start there.
Yeah. Confederate units starting the game in line hexes may not enter a hex that is not adjacent to the line unless moving south, southeast, or southwest. So he could move back, I suppose, here, whatever, but can't go here.
That's southwest, though, or southeast.
Oh, you're right. It is southeast. So yeah, I suppose he could go there too. He can't start heading back to get off the map.
You can't.
And here and here.
Right. Until it's abandoned.
Yeah.
and he can't really. So he can't even.
Thanks, Nord.
He can't technically move it to here.
No, because he'd run out of southwest hexes or
Yep.
southeast after 1.
Okay. I mean, I gotta be honest. I don't know what's the heck's going to come up over here because this causes disruption.
Yeah, I've played this one time, and I'll just say there wasn't any action over there, but that doesn't mean my experience means anything. So I don't know. Maybe you guys will have a different setup.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely have a different setup. Well, so what happened in your game?
I played this one time as the Union, and because the reinforcements for the Union come in on this embankment, I basically jammed this corner, the brickyard corner, took a ton of hits from the artillery there, approach fire, but once I cracked through with some shock combat, it was enough that the Confederates were in trouble. They had to start falling back and abandon the line. Once the Union breaks through, it's becomes a different game then of trying to retreat and lose as few guys as possible.
You know, it's interesting about Burnside because he was successful here. And when you talk about Union efforts at Antietam, he was really the only successful commander. Got across that lower bridge and was driving on Sharpsburg. But every time you hear somebody talking about Burnside, the only thing they can think of is Fredericksburg. Which, by the way, I had a very long discussion with Herman Lutman yesterday. Yesterday morning, well, or Friday morning. Yeah, while I was sitting at work. Got some more little tidbits. Oh, yeah. For those of you out there watching that are playing Rock and Chickamauga, interesting conversation we had. I'm wrong about DP1 and DP2. You do DP1 and then you do DP2. There's a rule in the rule book for it. But he said that's an interesting concept. And he's going to incorporate, I think he says he's going to incorporate the option for the player to do either so that he can get coordinated divisional attacks. Like you have brigade coordination in this game. That's how I told him I was looking at DP1 and DP2 activations at the same time. So apparently in Rocket Chickamauga, you don't do that. But he said it's no harm, no foul because it makes sense. So.
Okay. That's cool.
All right.
You gotta work.
I'm ready to sort of, I get the initiative anyhow. So Todd, why don't we start the sequence of play?
Okay.
The first thing we're going to do once we start this turn, the activations is I'm going to fire that flotilla to see so we can see how that works.
All right. So we don't need to roll for initiative.
I get the initiative on the first turn. Dave, how you doing, buddy?
And I want to pull out my AM counters here real quick. I think I got up to 3, I think is the max I get.
Oh, I didn't even do mine. Oh, yeah, they're already out. I already put them in the chit hat.
No. I'm talking about the activation markers.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Where are those?
You should be Pamlico is what you're looking for.
Mine is going to be the coastal.
Where the heck am I? Oh, there it is. I think the max I got was 3. 1.
Yep, the Confederates have 2 2s and 2 3s, which is funny because it could just be 1 2 and 1 3. It's 50-50, but 2 and 2.
Okay, and then how many Jeff get? Same or?
Union gets 1 2 and 3 3s.
Okay. And that ammo thing is just the first 2 turns.
Yep, and rifle home.
Okay. Yeah, sure, Jeff. So initiative, you get it. Order segment determined chain of command phase. Oh, I got all kinds of stuff out of command.
First turn, everyone's in command.
Yep.
Okay, great. That's what I meant. Activation efficiency determination phase.
Huh?
Activation determination phase. So,
all right.
Keep it a secret. Keep it. No, I don't really care
hold
if it's a
on.
secret. I gotta be honest. And I got to put my 2 in, right? Because
Got mine. All right.
I can't put those back in the thing. That's weird.
Oh, because I moved them out. Oh, no, I can't either. Oh, you're right. No, that doesn't work. Is it broke?
What are you guys trying to do?
Put those efficiencies we pulled out to the side back in the hat.
Those Confederate ones?
Yeah.
That's weird. Can you just drag everything out and see if it?
I can't even select it. God can.
Oh, I can, but that might break it because I'm observer. Let's see. All right, each one of you do yours separately and put them in the hat.
Jeff already pulled his, so I'll just pull one of mine.
All right. You know what, Todd?
Yeah.
Don't use the. I'm going to delete these 3 that are on the card.
Okay.
Drag 3 new ones out of the palette because I think if I touch them, it breaks them somehow.
Okay, hold on. Oh, efficiencies. Where are those? Those are
So CSA EM's the same activation marker palette, and then you should put 2 2s and 2 3s in. Oh no, hold on. Are you? Oh, you are CSA.
I am CSA.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just deleted the union ones. I'm deleting these.
I drew mine.
Yeah.
Those 2 we just have to ignore.
All right, so I'm going to put the CSAs in, and I get 2 2s, 2 3s.
Yep. And ignore those ones that are just floating down there because I think what happened is Jeff touched them, and that made him own them, and it breaks it somehow.
Okay, so then Jeff, you need to put yours. Well,
already do it. So next turn when we do this, one of us will do theirs, and then they'll pull them out of the hat, and then I'll do mine. We'll do it like that.
Yeah.
I don't remember this happening last time. All right. So CSA. Let's see what I got. I got a whopping, yeah, baby. You're going down, bro. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, is there something weird with this particular? I mean, they're all the same module, though. That's weird. Okay.
It's just vassal weirdness. I want to redo the whole draw pool thing so that it's way more automated and cleaner. But it's anytime you're trying to mask something on a counter, it gets wonky with who owns it and all of that if someone else pulls it out.
Well, I mean, I think Jeff, I came in as observer too, so that's how we've been playing this. Just because we were like,
oh, really?
Yeah, because we don't need to play all the hidden stuff. But this time, for some reason, I select Union.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
So he's Union. I'm observer. You're observer. So we're just doing all things.
Yeah, when we play next time, I'll make sure I come in as.
We just figured, Ross, that we don't really concerned about the secret stuff right now. So.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. So we've now that'll go more smooth next time. Okay. So activation, efficiency, determination, and then division orders. Players with a chain of command from brigade leaders can change the orders of the brigade. So you're always advanced, right? This is what your normal.
Yep.
And so I don't want to be anything different for myself. So I'm good. Jeff, are you changing?
Nope.
Okay. Okay. Next thing. Reserve placement phase. Is that something you do now? Oh, reinforcement orders.
Yeah, they're everybody's staying in advance.
Okay. Let me just ask. I mean, when do you put someone in March? Like if you were like, it's this huge map and you're way in the back or something?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because with March, you're going to get 4 activations worth of movement all at once, up to 4. You don't have to use it all, but that is so you can haul ass from one corner of a big map.
I would have liked that in Most Fearful Sacrifice. Okay. Initiative activation choice. The player with initiative chooses the AM. It shall be active. You've done that. We've already put our AM pools in there, right, Jeff? We've both done that. And now finally, we activate.
Right. So this ought to be pretty simple. My Legrand Army, Imperial Guard, National or Battle Line is going to start moving forward. So,
oh wait, Jeff. Nope. You wanted to fire your guns.
Oh yeah, let's do the flotilla thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna. It's just a simple die roll, right? So
Yeah, I need to pull out the chart so I can look at it though. So everybody, this is a chart that's in the game on page 16 of the battle book. All right.
You're going to select a target.
All right, which is going to be Fort Thompson.
All right.
And roll for accuracy.
Now, do I affect not only that? Yeah, because it's artillery. All right, roll for accuracy, please. Come on.
Come on, roll a
6. I hit on target.
Refer to the bombardment table. All right. So there's a bombardment table he's going to roll on, and there is an adjustment because he's firing on the.
Yep, on Fort Thompson.
No, it says after you don't do it. Hold on. Where's that? Should have highlighted it. All right, for each combat unit, no. All right, plus 1 on the if the target hex is Fort Thompson. Wow. If the target hex is Fort Thompson, it's a +1. All right, so I guess.
Nice.
Wow, that's a good thing. All right, so let's roll. So
you do get the +1.
Jesus Christ!
Yay! You rolled a 1, everybody.
Nothing.
No effect. Boo.
Now, when does he return fire?
He doesn't. I can find it.
Fort Thompson counter battery. For each Confederate activation, the Confederates' rear-facing guns are in good order. They may fire at the flotilla rolling first on. They do the same thing.
Right. So they do it on their turn, but he doesn't get like return fire here like you would
if they were regular guns.
Right.
Okay.
Jeff, real quick. I got to listen to a voicemail from my mother, so I'll be just hold on a second. Chat amongst yourselves.
Well, I'm going to move while you're doing your thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right. So Contour doesn't mean crap in this game. We're going to go. I need to zoom in so I can make sure I see these units. All right, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, better go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. All good.
All right.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Why don't you spread your guys out, Jeff? Like get them all spread out.
Why don't you shut up, Todd?
Oh golly. So Ross, while he's just doing this lame movement, so all my guys that are behind are underneath the guns on this tower. They can't fire out. Is that accurate? So like Hex 20. What is that? 22.
They can fire out. They can fire an amount of SP. It's like if you fired the top unit, you have to assume you fired the entirety of the top unit, so 3 SP, and then the bottom unit could fire 4 out. Which in that case they only have 4, so it makes sense. But
now is that true always? Like if there were just infantry in there?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought they couldn't fire at all. How about the guns? If they were
the guns need to be on the top.
Okay, so this is the way to set up a.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
And for the GBACW experts that are watching, I'm going off memory there, so if that's wrong, tell me. But I'm pretty sure that's right. So if you had a 12 SP infantry under there, it would still just be 4 SP that could come out, even if you didn't fire the guns.
Gotcha. Okay. Whoa, say that again. I'm sorry. Say that again.
Let's say you had a 3 SP unit under a 12 SP unit under a 3 SP unit. Even if you don't fire the 3 SP on top, the unit underneath can still only fire 4 of their SP.
Okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Dave 10.
Subtract the potential of the top unit, even if they haven't fired.
Yeah. David Tennant says, and I assume he's saying it says it's right. So I don't know. I think he's.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I didn't move those guys far enough. Oh, yeah, I did. I closed the gap. That's why. I want to leave. I want to move these other guys before I move Burnside. I don't either. Two, three, four. All right.
Yeah, I almost wonder if this is like the ASL scenario, fighting withdrawal, to learn how to fight like that.
It will turn into it once you abandon it. It's actually a pretty interesting scenario, but it is funny that the rules are I'm not going to say convoluted, but there's a lot of text on those pages.
Yeah.
Well, I got to break down some units, and I damn sure don't want to do it.
Yeah, man, those guys are monsters. 17. I thought it was also interesting that there's not really a, so this, I always have to ask this because it's just not memorized in my head. Stacking limit is 15, right? In a hex,
15 SP of infantry. Yeah.
So those 17s have to break down then?
No, or a unit basically can be in there regardless of size by itself.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was interesting that the railroad embankment doesn't have a penalty for how many can be on there at a time. But must be pretty big, I guess.
Well, to get the road movement, he needs to be in March stacking. So there he would have to have 7 SP or fewer to only pay 1.
No, I think I forget about that.
Yeah.
March stacking.
And he can do it by doing these breakdown units, or he could extend his line out and just march down it like that. And he doesn't have to be in March. He can still be in advance, just in March stacking.
Well, so what do you mean? Like just having the 5 on top of each other?
If
Strength points. 8 strength points.
Oh, 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if he gets 8 or more SP in any hex, he's not in March stacking anymore, and he'd have to be paying full whatever the other terrain is in the hex, so woods and most of those.
We're just Jeff is just moving his units Nordic, and he's now breaking down his reinforcements because they're quite large. Yeah, I see those things, man. They're not green. Yeah, man, those guys, I see those just breaking through this brickyard in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I mean, you have guns to fire on them, but it is it's also, look at that corner though. He might have to touch some marsh, which is not great for him. If he like goes off road, basically.
Yeah, it's really not.
Do those reinforcements start on that star, so that is not a movement point to move onto the star, or does the star count as a movement point?
I always count them as that.
It counts.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Remember, they got to go in.
Does the ABC matter? Like, do you have to? Is there anything to that, or is that just to keep track of them? Like
all that is to match from the card, so you can match the stack to where they're coming in. It's just a visual helper.
Okay, so like you could move C first or whatever.
Oh, I see. You mean on those units? Yeah, that doesn't matter on the breakdown units.
Okay.
I thought you meant the little yellow A thing on the reinforcement hex.
Oh no. So then, so it's okay for Jeff to leave those off the board and bring them on the next activation.
He in fact has to, because he can't get any further, basically.
Uh-huh. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, and they can come in now in future phases.
Okay. He can't exceed the 8.
All right.
Okay.
Next hit is Pamlico.
My turn?
It's your turn.
All right. So at some point, I'm going to want to move that division leader to get that one brigade in command, right? That'll be something I need to do. Those guys need to move.
Richard Chipman, what's up, buddy? Chipman's been emailing me, been chit-chatting a little bit.
So since I just have, all my guys can move every turn then.
Dave Murray, how you doing, buddy? I got to answer your, well, I did answer.
And don't forget you got your counter battery.
Oh yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and do that first. So we remember. All right, so it's the same thing, 0 to 3 inaccurate, 4 to 7 on target, and I guess 8, 9 is nothing as well.
That's right.
So 4 to 7. Let's just roll and see what I get. And 2, so no effect.
Good shooting.
All right, that was easy. Thanks. All right.
You also have the right to rotate your regular cannons. But can they shoot at the flotilla?
No.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And I'll just I guess
It is, Nord.
I guess it wouldn't hurt to rotate them because right in their first targets will be yeah, I'll keep them that way. All right. Yeah, like you're saying, I guess so. My cavalry is the things that can move pretty freely. I guess I don't know if I've. So last time I used cavalry to run off skirmishers. So what else is cavalry like? What are they good for in this game? They still kind of roadblock people, like be up front, slow them down.
What are their dismounted weapons?
No, they're probably. I mean,
They're shotguns mounted, so.
Oh well, they can change. They'll be changing weapons. I don't know. That's interesting. Same.
Pistols, shotgun. Yeah.
We had shotgun before. That sounds like a new thing. I don't remember shotgun.
Shotgun's pretty nasty up close if you can get adjacent.
Oh, I was thinking a sharp rifle.
That might be your covering force when you run away.
But you want to be dismounted, right? Because
you can fire it mounted too.
Cool.
There's a penalty, right? Being mounted.
Yeah. Well, you don't have the horse holding penalty because you only have 3 SP.
Mounted cavalry firing -1.
Just straight -1. Okay.
I assume they have a very short range, right? Oh yeah, 1 hex.
Yep. But a +2, I think.
Yeah, it's +2.
Yeah.
And prep is not available. Okay, so
GTS is fun.
GTS is the best, bro. Let's see. 1, 4, 5, 6. If someone's in this hex firing out this direction, does this block them, prevent them from doing this? Those people, not this.
Yes. Yeah.
So the people would block them.
Yep. If it's within, if it's infantry firing, if any small arms firing, yes, would be blocked by
The hex
the wall, not by
by the intervening unit. Though you can't fire through your own guy.
Okay.
Your own, no, right.
Yeah, the breastworks doesn't. It's just other terrain, so that would work if there weren't units. Okay, all right, cool. So let's go. Let's see. I probably should have turned them. I guess
Nord, you are not conservative. You're a freaking nut job.
So to move onto the embankment is 2. Yeah. 2 E. Move from one embankment hex to another, otherwise apply. Okay, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I don't know if this is smart, but we're gonna do it anyway. So 1.
Why can't I see it?
2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
5. And well, you see it, Jeff?
Uh-huh.
boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait. No, you only have to be facing the same direction if you're in the same hex.
Right.
Yeah.
That's an interesting way for that earthwork to be faced.
Yeah, it is. Well, I guess you can't do it on the railroad. Is that what you're thinking, Jeff? You'd put it in that other.
Yeah. Yeah. Good point. Christopher Declerc. Glad you made it, buddy.
Yeah, let's put him in here too.
I don't know if anyone's ever been to this. Anyone in the chat's ever been to this battlefield? I don't know the status of it.
I never heard of it.
You never heard of New Bern?
Nope.
That's interesting.
Well, no, that's a lie because remember I had that 2-box Volume 1 and Volume 2 games that smelled like formaldehyde. The Blue Panthers, one of the first games printed. I can't think what it was called now, but it was a War Brigade series set. Had New Bern, it had Iuka. Had some weird ones in it.
Yeah, Yuka I'm interested in. That's one that I'm kicking around trying to design my own GBACW scenarios, and Iuka is really small, so it's a good place to start, but it's also almost too small because the fight lasted about 3 hours.
Right.
So three turns is hard to do and be interesting.
We've got like 20 of them around here. I mean, the Battle of Falling Waters, and there's a fairly decent sized battle down in Summit Point, which I happened to see pop up on Facebook yesterday. Earlstown area, we got a whole bunch of stuff happening around here.
Let's see here.
Avalon Hill ACW games. What Avalon Hill ACW games, Chuck?
Do cavalry have the same, when you're moving through units in the same hex, are they different in any way? Like, can you move through them?
Both can pass through artillery, but neither can pass through each other.
Yeah.
Say that again, Jeff?
Both of them can pass through artillery, either infantry or cavalry, but neither infantry nor cavalry can pass through each other.
Okay. I say boo to that. Boo.
Well, I mean, if cavalry's dismounted, I guess they could.
I mean, still, yeah. What else would I want to do? I want to move.
William, you ever been there?
So I'm just gonna have to deal with some out of command guys. I guess I could move. Oh wait, I got guys up there too. Holy crap! So if Campbell can reach a guy, the adjacent guys to them are in command, right?
Yep.
David Murray,
Yep.
where are you at again?
Yep.
What state do you live in again? Oh, those Avalon ones, Chuck. Oh yeah, what's the movement on the road? Is half if you're in March. It's 1 if you're in advanced. Do the leaders always move? Is their command stuff as if they're in march order? Oh no, wait.
They have their own. Yeah, they have their own column.
Yeah, I see that.
And on this one, road is half. And I think it's in this entire box. It's half for leaders. That's not the case in all of them, but.
Okay. I think I'm done. All right. So I will pull the next thing out. It's going to be Pamlico.
So this will be you'll need to stop after this one because by swords and bayonets, you can only go 2 times in a row. So if you draw another Pamlico, you need to put it back in and draw until you get a coast.
Oh, can I fire my gun again?
You certainly can.
I'm just hoping I run out of ammo or blow up or something. Oh yeah, miss again.
You should just let me have Fort Thompson and call it a day.
All right. See you later, man. See you guys.
we're out of here.
We'll move on to Rappahannock Station.
They see this many Union guys coming through the woods, and they said, you know what? See you later.
There's no need to stick around. So I'll have to kind of look at that abandonment thing again. We'll talk about that in just a second. Do I want to move anyone else? I think I'm good there and there. So I have, where's my, okay, there's all that. Okay. I want to move. I think I'll stay there. Okay. I mean, I don't know if I want to do anything. I gotta be honest. I'm going to build more earthworks, I guess. All right. I don't know. I'm not doing anything. I'm sure it's something you could do when you're not doing anything. All right. Next.
Well, the benefit of not doing something there is that on your, I'm not sure what you drew, but let's say you have a third activation. You won't take fatigue because you didn't do any fatigue inducing actions here. So in your third one, you would be able to do stuff without being fatiguing yourself. So that might be better because you might have shots by the time that comes around.
Hey, when can I rally this guy? I thought you said I had to wait.
You do have to wait. You can't do it on this turn at all. So I think at the 0900 turn, you can start.
Oh, so like 2 turns, he's done. Okay.
Oh, it's actually 0900. So yeah, 2 turns, you can't do it. I'll reconfirm that, but I think that's what it was.
Yeah, that's what you read before. I remember that.
Yeah,
all right, Jeff,
okay.
you're up.
Just a small. So, Christoph, were you in Brussels?
I would agree with Richard. Visit Antietam. I wish we could have spent more time there.
Yep. All right, let me go ahead and.
The battery may not attempt to rally until the first rebel activation of the 800 turn. So you actually will get to do it next turn.
Okay.
All right, Richard, I remember you, or David, I remember you saying that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and fire my flotilla again.
Yep, fire that thing. Let's blow this whole thing. Ooh, he gets a hit.
All right, and we get +1 on Fort Thompson.
Ooh,
6.
D, little D.
All right, so your guns are okay. Everything's a 7. So you're going to roll for your H12, your 32 howitzers there, and you're going to roll for your gun guns.
Yeah, I'll roll for the counter first.
All right,
1.
he's good.
Fort 8.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
So how do we mark those?
So with a counter.
I think there's a counter. Let me dig in the.
And what are they? They're just disordered.
Yeah. They automatically will rally. I'm trying to remember if there's a counter.
I'm not seeing it right on the orders, rain, reserve, skip tax, skip weather number, play by email, deployment.
How about? Oh, I just dropped it in the video stream. That's not going to do it. Okay.
I've done that before. Where did you get it from?
It's in the USA. It's probably in the wrong place, but there's a reason why it's there. It's in the USA palette under New Bern and then Fort Thompson and Flotilla.
Oh, okay.
It's because the flip side of it is if the US captures it, they can use it. So that's the counter I think you want.
First
I put it
off,
on that fort.
Bruges, isn't Bruges one of the cities that the Monument Men, the Madonna and Mother or something like that, Madonna and Baby, or
I think Bruges is where my wife got her lace for her wedding dress because she was there for a month. All right, Jeff, you're up. Start moving.
all right.
Also, that awards 1 VP to the Union.
Of course it does.
Oh yes, put that on there. Man,
Sure,
where's the
Jeff. Whatever, bro.
1? Yay! All right, let's move. Let's move, big boy. That's interesting. The terrain is going to be painful. All right, so let's do some movage.
Dave is asking about the +1 for firing on the fort. So he doesn't get a +1 on the accuracy. And yes, I agree. It would make sense. It would be a negative modifier if you hit the fort, that it's not as good of a hit. But in the battle book, it is on page 16, and it says +1 die roll adjustment if the target hex is Fort Thompson. So I guess the idea is it's a strong direct hit. I will also say I did look at Wikipedia, the images of this fort, and fort is a very generous description of what this thing is. It's pretty low lying fort. It's not Fort Sumter out here.
Yeah, and if I start loading up a bunch of units in there, you get more, I think. You get more pluses. Jeff, you and I should do this in GCACW because you know how much luck we had with the boats in that one.
What's approach fire distance?
With 3 or closer. Canister range, basically.
Right. All right, so those guys.
Yeah, Dave, I think that might make sense. That it is, again, this fort is like, I don't think this is a big stone fort or something. So yes, I think whatever this flotilla is firing out, maybe that's the idea, is it's causing some kind of shrapnel or some kind of explosion in the works. If we had Stigler on here, we could just ask him.
I think he has a restraining order against us after all the conversations with him. We've invited him, but he said his lawyer said he can't do it.
I spent like an hour and a half on the phone with him. I mean, on Facebook chat.
Wow. Must be nice to have friends.
He was taking on First Victories.
What's that?
The Napoleonic game, from
Lock and Load.
Yeah. Terry Doherty. Burnside, I think we'll move you at the end of all this. All right, now we're going to start having some fun, I think.
Jeff, did you move your guys coming on?
I'm doing that now.
Oh, okay.
Notice I'm not really changing faces.
Oh, shoot. I should have changed that gun's position. Oh, well, I didn't.
I don't know why I'm doing this, but because they're just going to turn back.
You're going to have 2 squads firing on the units and the C going around to flank them. That's good. This is good in fire and maneuver from World War II. I like it, Jeff. You're good.
This is going to get fun.
Yeah, I see this collapsing pretty quickly.
6. Oh boy, I don't want to go into this one.
And it's 3. It's 3 and they're facing, right? Like, or does that count even where he could turn? Like moving along that embankment, he can't see him. I mean, well, he can see him, but
yeah, he couldn't fire on him. He can't fire out of his arc. Doing approach fire.
Yeah. I'm scared, Martha. I think it should count in ASL that there are that many hexes back from that starting thing. So sorry, bro. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 moving.
So when I moved my first unit on the map, I moved him 6. The next guy only moved 5.
Jeff doesn't want me talking about ASL right now. He told me that. I said, I'm going to bring up skulking with Ross. He was, that's on your own time. He got mad.
You're breaking his immersion. He's fully in the Burnside. He's shaved his beard into sideburns and everything.
got his hat on.
Yeah.
Sorry, people. I'd zoom in. I'll zoom in when we get kind of close into the battles and stuff. This is just because he's kind of separated out here.
Next turn, me again. All right, I'll fire some guns.
Yeah,
do it. Flotilla. Oh no, they're already disrupted, right? Oh, I can try to disrupt that gun though. Flotilla.
So you can't do more than that to him?
Your top. Okay, so your Fort Thompson guns are disordered. But your cannon, remember, he passed. You should put the cannon on top.
Yeah, no, I understand. Can you do more damage to the fort?
No, but I can disrupt that cannon.
Yeah. Okay. No, yeah, I know.
Or
Nordic. That's a huge question, Nordic.
No, I'm not. I'm going to shoot at. Let's see. So so let's do this. Here we go. So now I want to shoot the flotilla at a land unit. Still the same chart. Right?
Okay.
Yep.
But I'm not getting a +1 for the Fort Thompson. So let's shoot at, got to be those east of and on
that road, I think.
East of.
So you got a lot of choices.
Union player. No. I know it's east of, but is it on the road and east of or just east?
I think it said east of.
Yeah. Is that east of Old Beaufort Road and within 2 hexes of Fort? So I can only shoot at the top units up here. All right, well, so let's shoot at this guy here. All right. And 7. So we get to hit. We roll on the table. This is not in each combat unit in the hex. For each combat unit in the hex in excess of 1, I get a +1, but there's only 1 unit in that hex.
Correct.
All right, so let's roll a 5 is a D-1 on your green unit right there.
He's good.
All right, okay. All right, so let's fire some guns down here. What do we got? Ooh, H-12s and Ls. Where's my chart? H-12s and Ls at 4 hexes. All right, 0 and 0s. All right, so we're going to fire all 8 of those guns.
Okay.
They're stacked in the same hex. Let's fire at your, which ones do the most damage? Your H-12s. So let's fire at your Lambert B. Right there.
All right.
That's going to be 8, and you are in terrain. You are in earthworks. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. It's going to be a -1. What else we got? No elevation, no firing from, no mass, no prepared, no mounted, no flank. I think it's just going to be -1. Firing unit behind. It's not breastworks. Green infantry firing. Nope. Artillery firing during the movement.
Yeah.
Top unit. On dusk, fired skirmishers, though. I think that's it. Yeah, just -1. 8 -1 on Lambert. Oh, you get 2 in there. There's infantry in there.
But do you get that +1 with that too?
No, it's just I'm going to get a -1.
And can you fire? I thought you couldn't fire more than 7 out of a hex.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. You're very much so. 7, not 8. My bad.
Cheating bastard.
Yeah, you can fire more. You can fire more guns than 7.
Oh, you can fire up to 12, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Cannons. Yeah. So take the cheating bastard back.
I take it back.
It'll be one -1 on a 6 to 8. Here we go.
Hey.
5. Are you kidding me?
Oh, it's fine. You'll get a hit. Watch. Just
I'm
careful.
talking about that. I'm talking about this.
Oh, the out of ammo.
They're just cannons, though. They're not rifles. All right, so 5 minus
Yeah.
1 is a little D roll for each unit.
I thought that was for the cannons too.
Oh, does he get a benefit for rally in the earthworks? I mean, cohesion?
I don't think so because he got the benefit for you firing through it already.
Oh, yeah. Good point. Good point.
So what's the result?
Little D.
And that was on the Lambert B.
And the extra underneath him.
So 7 and 6. Mm-hmm. So cannons first. Fine 0 and fine.
All right. Good to go. All right. So we did that.
Okay, do I get to fire back or no?
Yeah, you can counter battery.
Okay, because I want to get out of ammo too.
You don't want to leave me alone. Can the unit beside him counter battery with him? No, it has to be the ones that are fired at. So,
all right, H12s. 12-pounder cute little howitzers. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be, oh, okay. I was reading that wrong. So 0 modifier minus your 1 in woods. I think someone gets a +1 from firing behind those breastworks, but I don't know if everyone does.
Not in breastworks.
Earthworks also though.
Oh, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah.
Right. You said that was just a mistake.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Yeah.
So it's a straight up 0, 3. Boom. 9.
Here we go.
9 on the 3. D +2.
He's rolling his cheating fucking dice.
Yeah, I had Ross build me a little macro I can run.
Top unit 4.
So he's
artillery just go together. No. They're both 7s. 7, 8, 9.
boom.
Figures.
Okay. What's up, Charles?
Ouch. All right, let's get to moving.
All right, and YouTube thinks I'm spamming URLs, but I just gotta, and I won't derail us onto ASL, but I was gonna tell Nord that the that classic scenario pack, if you go to MMP, there's somewhere on the ASL area, there's an ASL downloads, and you scroll down and there's a classic scenario pack. That's where Guards Counterattack and a handful of others are free from them. So it is, you should be able to find it for free. If they haven't repackaged it in Beyond Valor, which they might these days. Yeah. Carry on, back to the Civil War, jumping back 100 years.
And one more thing, Nordic. I don't know if you're on the ASL Discord, but there's a big chat about starting scenarios. It's pretty good discussion, like for artillery, for tanks, for infantry. There's lots of opinions on that. So
just start with Red Barricades campaign game 1. Just look that up.
Oh, Ross, that's like the old Case Blue answer to that. But Ross is right. He doesn't have that. So since you don't have that, just start with the Nantes campaign and Croix de Guerre. Okay, Jeff, so sorry.
He logged out of his own stream. He's done.
He's upset.
No, I'm trying to calculate movement.
So you've moved twice and fired. Are you gonna wait? Is this
these bank hexes here? This is okay. This is throwing me off. So, okay, it says bank hexes cost 2 movement points.
Bank.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, plus 1. So if you were crossing from, all right, so if I moved, like say I was in these woods, and I moved here and then here, is that 1, 2, 3, 4, or is it?
No, I think it's cross.
2?
I think it's hexide because it says +1, so that's a hexide.
Right.
Cost.
So if I was in those woods there, and I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
3. Yeah.
That's what I want.
And I noticed you can't go along the coast hexes, so that's interesting.
And it looks like it's up or down on those banks.
Right.
I
mean, I am assuming this hex is passable.
Would you stop doing that?
Yeah.
I'm moving.
Yeah, that's just low ground, open ground.
Golly, man. Someone needs to take their Valium. You got a long weekend, bro. What are you worried about? And you're going to meet with somebody tomorrow to have dinner with them?
Yeah, he contacted me and in Gettysburg already, so it's going to get really, really. You notice how I'm staying just barely out of range there.
Gosh, William, who is that guy that does that with him? I know his name.
It's Brian Yals, I think.
Yeah, Brian Yals. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't listened to those yet, but I'll get around to that at some point.
They're interesting. I mean, I think they're still going over half of it's what's just like things, and then half of it's on the scenarios played at the championship thing.
Oh, yeah.
But we're not talking about that. Maybe we should.
We're playing Civil War. I don't know what you're talking about ASL for. Definitely not giving me the itch to play it again.
Well, it's Nord, and Nord can't stay on topic for nothing.
Well, there is an AC Squad Later game, and it's from Critical Hit. So you can play using Squad Leader like rules. He's got it, but I wouldn't buy anything from Critical Hit.
I'm sure it's great.
I'm sure. I wish that stuff was good, but he's a tough one. All right. I'm sorry, it's a tough company to work with. I mean, is there besides that, is there what's the lowest level Civil War game out there?
I don't know, actually.
Rebel Yell.
I don't know.
Oh, really?
That scenario is in it, like you were playing that freaking Squad Leader thing, or those pieces of crap that I played called Flanks of Gettysburg.
Hey, Joey. What's up, man? Welcome.
Big Joe, what's up? Joey Saban. I ain't seen you pop on here in a while. What's going on?
I did like the Carl Fung episode, William. I thought that was cool. It was nice to see him. I don't really know who Carl is. He looks like a young dude there. Looks like good hands. That guy does a lot of stuff for them. I think he was tempted, Nordic, to give flanks to McMurray and I to do another throwing of the ceremony, throwing and burning of the game, which you can see on my channel, which did not make some people happy. So,
busy here.
What was the movement restriction on stacking up more than 8 in a hex? And how come you don't have to do it now? What's the difference? Because it's on a road to get road movement?
Right, exactly. If he wants to get the road
Gotcha. Okay.
cost, it needs to be in March stacking, which is 7 or less SPs.
Oh, 7. Good. Okay, good.
Well,
it's the same because someone had said 8 and I thought, great. Why is it?
Well, I think Todd was saying, or sorry, Jeff was saying 8. If he had 8 or more, he would exceed it, which is the same as obviously.
Okay. I misunderstood what he said. I don't listen to Jeff usually when he talks. So
the break point there is 7 or 8. So whichever way you look at it.
Gotcha. Okay. Look at Jeff getting all saucy.
Pamlico, and I got to pee. Pee. I shall be right back.
All right, Pamlico, nice.
Don't cheat.
Oh, I will. Well, it looks like I will.
Your coast gun up there, the fort gun auto, you can just delete that or push it to the side or whatever, because it auto rallies basically.
Okay, so but that's all he can do then.
Let me look at that, how it's phrased. But I believe you're right. He can't fire this turn or something. But that maybe I'm wrong. Let me look at it.
I can't imagine that's even possible. I will, since Jeff's away for a minute. So Nordic. Oh wait, you have to be a Patreon, I think, of theirs to get these. You don't have to be a Patreon on of Illuminating Rounds ASL, are you? Because he had some kind of cool 3 little training scenarios that he made up. But you have to be a Patreon. It's not that expensive, but and then he played the games on YouTube, so you can kind of learn some of the game stuff. But they're really nice little, very small little scenarios. I don't know if there's many tactical things. There's some really good like small ones with vehicles and stuff. And on Discord, you can see some good lists. All right, so I think the first thing I'm going to do is fire, if I can. I'll look at the ranges. I'm going to see if I can fire this gun at, assuming I can, 1, 2, 3. So either here or here.
Yeah, I think should be able to get that far, I would hope.
Yep. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're both in woods. I don't get the advantage of being higher. Oh wait, can I hit them because there's 2 hexes straight here? So maybe I can't even see them.
Let me look. So no, you should be able to hit them because
certainly have not figured out.
Yeah, so the weird thing here is going to be, let me get at the actual map, not the video. Let me draw this line. So you're thinking about there to there?
Yeah, that or the other guy, either one of those. Because
Yep, the other guy you can for sure hit, and that's easier to show because he's call him level 1, and he's at level 2.
Okay.
The average level between them is 1.5.
Okay.
This is level 2.
Yeah.
But it is not closer to the lower unit. It is equidistant, and equidistant is only closer if it is a major slope or whatever. So this, whatever they called that, bank, I don't think bank is gonna.
Yeah, it's called bank.
They said the contours are 10 foot. They do not block line of sight.
But what about the bank? Was there anything special about bank in here?
I don't see a special note on the terrain chart.
Muddy.
So Jeff, you're saying like if the bank were there, it wouldn't block it at all because that.
Yeah, I mean it says does not block line of sight. Well, look at on the terrain chart. What's it say? Bank says no.
Oh, possible blocking terrain? No. Yep. So that is.
So the only blocking
open.
terrain is the woods.
And then.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It says which is a departure. So in this case, and you also don't get the height. So really the elevation doesn't really affect stuff like this right now. So, okay.
Yeah. So Dave, I don't think they're playing with that optional rule right now. So that's the other thing is there's an inherent crest actually that you're sitting behind. You have not been playing with it for the previous 2 battles. You probably shouldn't yet, but maybe after this one, I would consider bringing it in because it's actually pretty cool. And this is a pretty clear case that
right.
There's
so what is it?
It's just funny because it's invisible. So it's pretty intuitive. Basically there's an invisible wall here where it's going downward towards this here and downward here. So you're behind the like high point, if that makes sense.
Okay.
That's an optional rule. It's like geographic crests. It starts to make sense once you think about what it's telling you because hills will come to a point generally, and they have a backside and a front side, and you're sitting on the backside of the hill basically and can't see over the crest of it.
Yeah, Joey. So his guns in the fort, the static guns that are in there, they can shoot, or the non-static can shoot at the flotilla, and I can disable those guns so that they can't shoot back. But my flotilla can also shoot lanterns. But if his guns are disordered, they can't shoot.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And it's a table. It's not the normal fire system.
And these are H32s.
Oh, we didn't put the random events thing into that. So in the core rules, it's funny too because I didn't know this till last year. I didn't realize the fatigue was optional. I just assumed fatigue would have to be a normal.
I don't know who's playing this game without fatigue. I am curious who
dumb.
sits down to learn GBACW, invest the time in this, and says, you know what? Fatigue, that's the thing that's one step too far for me.
Yeah. I just assumed right from the start that was, mandatory. That's why
I wondered if, and I'm not as familiar with the earlier modules, River of Death and all that. I don't know if those would somehow suffer if fatigue was mandatory, but I know the battle books from Death Valley forward, all of them say it's mandatory for this battle book or this box.
Are you shooting, Todd?
Yeah, I shot your front guys here. It's you got a D-2, so basically you don't want to roll a 9.
Who shot?
This cannon here. And he's low ammo now.
Oh, he got okay.
Ooh, close.
I remember the first one I played. I want to say it was Cedar Mountain, and where Dick Yule moved him around to flank. And when I did my first fatigue on them, because I forced marched them or whatever, or road march ordered them, I remember because I didn't read the fatigue rules close enough, I was putting fatigue markers on every regiment. And then I ran out of fatigue markers. Like, what? Well, this sucks.
Yeah, that's some serious bookkeeping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think it always should have been, Dave. Now I'm curious as to what the base rule or the basic game rules are going to be like. I am gonna read those rules, but am I going to play it?
They'll probably leave it out of that, and that does make sense in the same way that starter kit for ASL is like there's no concealment, no snipers. It's a completely different game.
Man. Okay. I guess these guys will fire on these guys. So it's 4 hexes away. It's an H12. So it's 0, -1, +1. Oh, I forgot to do that +1 on that other shot. Oh, well.
Make sure you look at what I got numbers-wise in that hex.
Oh, shoot, man. I wish I'd done that. You would have broke on that one. Do what, Jeff?
Make sure you look at the numbers that I have in that hex when you're figuring out your fire.
Okay. So it's 0, but it's a +1. But you're in wood, so it's a minus, so that's evened out. Shoot, I wish I had seen that in that last shot. Well, if you're saying is it mass target?
Well, I think that only counts for the empty, right?
Yeah, non-artillery.
Right. So no, it's not.
I wish it says the rule reference. I just wish it would say what it was. Maybe it's too complicated to put in the chart. Is that what you were thinking, Jeff?
Yeah, and it's one of those things that we don't always think about.
Yeah. All right. So he's fine. So anyway, it's a wash shot. So 0. So
I'm gonna fire back.
6. I rolled a 6 with 3. So it's a D, little D.
All right. I have to roll for that before I can counter battery.
Dang it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You fucking suck. Well, here's the bad part. Is my gun. Oh, got to take a strength loss. Oh, wait. What is it for second D for guns?
You roll separately for them.
Yeah, when you
I haven't got that far yet. That's right. Good point.
Actually, hold on.
Hey.
Damn. Is it for the whole box for By Swords and Bayonets that they're treated as separate sections?
Well, they are. They're 2 different batteries.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Yes, that's what I was asking earlier. Doesn't artillery but that's if they're all the same.
Yeah. No, you're right.
So lose 1 strength.
I didn't realize you had infantry in there. Would that matter?
Oh, artillery just loses 1 strength.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah, you lose a gun.
I'm not using that marker.
Would the mass target matter if there's that much infantry and artillery, or does the infantry
No,
not
it's
matter?
only
No.
Okay.
that's what we were talking about.
Yeah, it says non-artillery, so it would matter if it was cav or infantry, but not the artillery.
All right, let me do the last guy first. Oh, no, he made it. Lucky him. Oh wait, yeah. Hold on. God damn. Thank God they're only going to be in there for one turn. Okay.
Ready?
Wait a minute. I got a counter battery first.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I can't. Never mind.
Why not?
Oh, wait. Hold on. This is just regular fire, right?
Just artillery fire, yeah. Or
It's regular fire combat. Then.
yes.
Let's see. R would be -2, -3. Would be -3. Oh, never mind. He's underneath all that. He can't do it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Right, it did, Richard. You're right.
Fire on those boys, I guess.
It doesn't. It's a completely different system. Like I say, the only thing that I was confused with was the dual activation stuff. Priorities.
Yeah, I'll fire on this guy. And so that's going to be same 0 shot. So 8.
Damn.
No, you know, I want this mod reworked.
He's clicking the secret 8 button.
D+1 on that guy. You'll be fine, dude. You got like high morale. You're fine.
I thought you said it was a 0 shot. Why do you keep saying 0 shot? Oh, you mean 0 modifiers?
Yep.
You're starting
You'll
to piss
roll
me
low,
off,
Jeff.
dude.
Don't worry. I believe you. Yeah, so you're fine.
I could be returning fire with all these guys. It should be.
At -5 with those rifles, yeah, you could.
Do it. Yeah, roll
Yeah,
fire. Do that, Jeff. Roll those
I-
shots.
Yeah, but I can do it with So which guy did we just shoot at? The 6 right there in the middle?
Yeah.
And who shot at him?
Latham
I'm
A.
going to fire back with all 3 of these units. 2, 3.
Okay.
That's 11 and 5. That's 16.
So I thought you said earlier
They can't combine.
It's return fire.
Yeah,
And
they
there's
could
no-
they could
no-
all fire, but they can't combine their firepower.
Yes, they can. There's nobody in there. Oh, you mean they fire individually? I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I can fire back with all 3.
Yes, you could fire back with all 3 for sure.
But we're talking 5 -2, earthworks -3. Let's see. Let's
I
look
think
at the odds on that, Jim.
I think you should do it.
I think you should shut up while I'm rolling. All right. Yeah, I am going to do it just to upset you. I'm going to start with the main guy in the middle first. 6 -3. I think it's -3, right?
And the earthworks is just -1, so don't cut yourself out extra.
Do what?
The earthworks is only a -1.
Right, but the rifles are minus.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
wait,
-4 total.
No, I'm not shooting.
Now, come on, buddy.
Next. Move on. Come on. I want to attack.
What's that?
I want to attack. Let's get going.
Okay. This guy will fire on this guy. It's going to be the same. 0 modif. Oh, wait, this is going to be different. So L gun. So it's going to be 0. It's again, it's a straight 0 modifier. 4 on 2 will be D -3. So you're no problem. You don't have to roll for it, do you?
Nope.
Can that guy hit anybody?
You got an awful lot of cannons. Ugh.
Gross. So that guy can't hit anybody. That guy can't hit anybody.
Can't units from the same battery in adjacent hexes fire together?
No. Artillery?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Same
I don't
battery,
think so.
different sections.
So these guys couldn't fire together?
I don't think so. I don't think they can combine fire unless they're stacked. Unless there's something I don't know about, which is possible.
All right, Jeff, you're up.
What am I up with?
Are we done? Oh, we're done. We did it.
Good first turn.
We played a whole turn.
Okay.
Still took us an hour and 40 some minutes.
Yeah, we got a lot of prep there. Now,
yeah, but you know what though? I think it's there. I don't think we're going to have to do so much more brainstorming probably over the next couple turns.
Well, now it's just going to slow down because we're going to be fighting. You're going to be firing more and stuff. But okay,
I do like the fire and return fire system in this game. In Black Swan, you know, if you've got unit, you can do coordinated fire. And they have the optional rule in the core rules to do combined fire, but I still think that's from the same hex.
Nordic's asking an ACW question, Jeff, so don't get mad at him. Answer his question.
I told him already. Two different systems. Black Swan. It's tactical. We'll take the T out of it. We'll call it tactical.
Oh, come on.
Not quite this much depth. You know, there's no system that's this depth. Here, okay, I'm going to say it again. You want, of all the games out there that are ACW tactical level, this is the big dog. There's nothing else like it. The game I talk about called Rebel Yell, like I say, that's like an ASL game at company level. Rodi, this is by Swords and Bayonets, Great Battles of American Civil War, and welcome to the channel from Korea.
Yeah, Korea, nice.
There you go. And then I can see your tie. You don't have, oh yeah, you can. Okay. Yeah, so no, yeah, Nord, this doesn't mess them out because there's no crossover. Like I say, the only rule thing that I had was with the dual activations priorities, because I kind of looked at it as brigade coordination. You know, there's something that I don't know if I've ever done, but maybe once in any of these games is done a brigade.
Oh, brigade coordination. Yeah, I always forget about it.
And you got to figure now that I've played that over there, the Black Swan stuff, I'm thinking that could be handy here.
Yeah, this one, there's some Death Valley scenarios where I tried to make myself do it because you can limit their approach fire shots and all of that. This one, do you even have? Yeah, you have 2 brigades here. This might be one to consider it too, since he gets all that approach fire.
Yeah.
Might be worth trying.
Now you should try it so we can experience it for the first time.
Well, I mean, look at the size of this brigade. I mean, my God, I don't know of any other. Even when you break down the Into the Woods, I don't think there's that much.
Yeah, it does seem quite large.
So, Michael, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for popping in, man. Of course, you're popping in at the end. If you're out there, there's 23 of you, and you've been watching. Say hello, so we at least know that you were out there watching, and you might win a free box of nothing. Oh, good, Rod. Well, thank you, Rody. Are you a gamer yourself, and what do you play?
Yeah. What's going on? Give us the D.
That's not bad, Todd. That wasn't. I'm telling you, each iteration of this game, we get a little better at it. And Ross, having you to help us when we, to peel that rule book back is
it certainly helps.
A big plus. Because I don't want to sit here. I mean, it's nothing worse than sitting here digging. It's nice that we can go on, move on to something else, and let you find the rule.
No, I like it.
I know one thing: we're starting to catch rules a lot faster now than.
Yeah, I like doing it live at a convention too, just kibitzing and then not being a dick about it, not trying to get in people's business, but just watching these is pretty exciting. I think it's fun.
Right. Well, and there's only, you've got rules lawyers, then you've got rules lawyers.
Yeah, I'm probably in the former, but I try to stay out of the latter. I try to not make someone groan, but I like the rules.
Well, yeah, and this has been a big plus to me because, I guess it's been 6 years now I've been playing this. But I can remember years ago the first time I set up Red Badge of Courage, Didn't even look at the rules. Just started putting counters on the map because I'm thinking Terrible Swift Sword the whole time. And I set those counters on the map, and I was looking. I'm like, what in the hell have I gotten into? I don't know what this is. And I never got to play it. So
I'm going to try the SPI P Ridge in P Ridge later in the fall. I'm going to go do a long weekend there with a buddy, and we're going to set up the SPI one and play it. That's
a good little game. I can't wait to see Clinton's box. That's going to be in that, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, that's the one we're playtesting too. So I'm actually kind of eager to. We're not playtesting P Ridge yet, but it will be in that box. I'm eager to play the old one to know where it's kind of coming from.
Right.
Tomagus, I'm only half playing, so we match there.
Rody, that's cool, buddy. I've got the Men of Iron stuff. I actually enjoy it. I haven't gotten rid of it. I'm not big on coin. Don't like coin, but there are a lot of. They say the people that do play it really do like it, so I can't. Coin just doesn't do it for me. When I first set up Into the Woods, I was like, "What the fuck did I get myself into?" I was really new, and I've said it every time we play. I think it's one of the best boxes in the GBACW, the new series. You know,
that seems really odd to me because it would seem like that Woods would just be a pain in the butt.
What's that?
I'm learning Into the Woods now, and I will say that the battle book is Dick and Bill. It's like clear. They really worked hard on that to make it clear. There's not this by Swords and Bayonets is good too. It's clear, and Bill had his pass on it, but like the Into the Woods one of all the ones I played, it is crystal clear in the battle book, and I think he's thought ahead of all the questions someone's going to have and answers them just as you're thinking what the questions are.
Yeah. Good, very good game, William. I've got the Shiloh one set up out there now. I haven't started to play it yet because Chickamauga's just I'm having so much fun with that game. It's not funny, and the turns roll by pretty smooth. So,
Jeff,
I'm taking the Blind Swords one, the P Ridge one to P Ridge also, just to set it up and see the map and all that too. And I don't know, it's fun to spend a day at that battlefield, which is great already, and then be able to look at all the different maps from different eras and whatnot.
There you go, Todd. He's going to be down your way.
When are you doing that?
When am I doing the P Ridge?
Yeah.
That'll be in November.
Ooh. Chilly.
Cold.
Chilly.
Yeah. I'm closer to it than you are. I think I'm just across the border here, and it's only an hour for me.
Oh,
it's
really?
It's a little haul for you. But we're going to do Wilson's Creek before, which is a little closer.
David, I have that's funny you should say that because I just finished clipping 2 of my 3 versions of Bloody April. Don't ask me why I have 3 of them. Somebody sold me a whole bunch of GBACW. I mean, all the games, pretty much the old stuff. And he had multiple copies. He just had them all in one big container. I mean, they were separated. But I think I paid $200. I probably got about $500 worth of stuff. That was back in Gettysburg about 3 years ago. And that guy has died since.
Didn't I send you Into the Woods, Jeff?
What's that?
Did I send you Into the Woods?
Let's see. So remember I just gave one away that I bought from, I think we've given 2 of those away, haven't we? In the last year and a half? I think we did.
Yeah.
I think we gave 2 of them away. Well,
Dave, I found that rule. Dave was just mentioning that grandfather rule, that it was Eric Lee Smith's grandfather was in some Texas regiment or something, and if the optional random event, if he dies, or optional rule, if he dies, the game ends immediately.
Game away.
Funny.
That's fun.
It's
pretty great.
Are you Korean or are you military stations?
He's typing in. I bet he's Korean.
Yeah, that Ross found that rule the other day and sent it to me while I was sitting at work on Facebook. It's amazing what you'll remember about these games and stuff you will forget. So.
Yeah, because someone just mentioned it last weekend, and then I came across it looking at the rules. Pretty good.
That was funny when I read that. It was hilarious. So the boys are starting their big paint challenge tomorrow.
The first Monday.
Oh, first. Oh, okay. That's right, because Brian may not be able to tomorrow. So you guys are into miniatures and painting. I know some of y'all out there are already involved in that. Once again, there's 22 y'all out there. If you're on there and you just watch and say, hey, so we know. And Rody, we appreciate you popping in here with us. Well, we're tempted to do this every Saturday night that Todd has available, and Ross can be along. I'm meeting tomorrow night with Camp Sawyer up in Hagerstown at the Red Robin, and we're going to talk about doing some Vassal stuff. God, we can get a freaking whole club going, man, with this shit.
Pretty steady crew for the past 2 months here playing this game. Same crew, which is cool.
Yeah, no, it is cool.
Richard Chipman is jumping into it. And he emailed me though, talking about once he's got this down, he may want to play me in some of this stuff too. My thing with this is so Todd has a schedule. My brain says I could do this every night. And my body says, don't you even think about it. You know? Or my heart, whatever you want to say. I mean, love the system. And I told Stigger, and I thought he was going to fall out of his chair, that, you know, you might not ever see me playing GBACW other than on the Vassal from this day on. Because I just don't like all the stacks of but you know, the image you get of seeing this stuff set up on the table is to see that overall picture. These battles here are great because they're so small. Yeah. But those big ones, so.
And Alan doesn't. He's a Vassal evangelist. He doesn't. I don't think he plays on the table. He's always telling people just play it on Vassal.
Yeah. Richard, theirs was called April Harvest, wasn't it? Not Bloody April.
Oh, and Norm was asking what other games I played, and I had mentioned that when we first started doing these, I don't play 20 games at once. I end up getting obsessed with one thing. So I had my years of ASL. I've been on this system for going on a year, 9 months to a year. I played a bunch last year before moving to this of Simonich's The U.S. Civil War.
What do you think of that game?
I think it's great. I think it's amazing. I played about a year of it straight all the time. Yeah.
Did you ever play the Victory Games version?
No, and that's the Eric Lee Smith one that I would like to play. I just haven't. I started with the Simonich one and it did it for me. But I do want to go back for historical reasons and play that one. And I haven't played For the People either, which is the other big influence there.
I set up the Simonich one, and I played 20 minutes of it, and I was like, nope, I don't like this. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about it. It's a very clean, nice counters and everything. Charts are nice. It just did not grab me, which I'm wondering that if I set up my Victory Games one and tried to play it again, if I might not get the same effect now. It just might be Strategic Civil War is not up my alley.
Yeah. I prefer more tactical games. I mean, I played ASL forever. GBACW is obviously, it's not maybe tactical level per se. It's not right. I mean, it's tactical. It's more tactical certainly than a big strategic or operational game. So that's my preference too, is this level of game. I think there's better storytelling with these zoomed in games. You get really memorable games. I've got ASL matches I played at tournaments and just with buddies that 20 years ago, and I can remember trying to take this last stone building hex and the last close combat roll, and that's how it ended or whatever. That I don't have that with U.S. Civil War, a big strategic game. It's a great game, fun game, but I couldn't tell you like, oh, when I captured the Mississippi right at the end and won. It doesn't have the same effect. And I love that storytelling aspect, and it comes through in this game too.
Well, and you know, if you, and there's nothing when units start to rattle and shatter in these games, like that massive stuff I've got in that Union line right there, boy. If I get something broken up in that front line and start to run it, you don't get that effect unless let's take Black Swan and let's take Blind Sword. All right, if you want something that has a simplified version of the disorder stuff, then that's a great system. It does have its effect if you run through somebody, but nothing touches this game. Hell, even Line of Battle didn't touch what this is. And like I said, I'm not going to knock Line of Battle, but it's not GBACW. And I'm waiting for the Wilderness game to get released, which I got to think that should pop soon. So, Duck, you do need to finish Crossfire Aprils. It's a great little system. Great little system.
So, Ross, when you play a game for a year, I mean, that's a long time to play one game. I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't know if very many gamers can do that. I mean, I guess ASLers play ASL only, but that seems different because it's so many different scenarios. But How did you like? What did you get from that experience playing that for whatever time period? Like
Playing U.S. Civil War.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah, and so I'm generally playing async, like playing play by email. So I'm sending,
okay.
I'll do 30 minutes at work messing around with it and record my log and send it to my buddy. He'll get it later in the day. So that's why it's an everyday game, and it takes then 3 months to play a
One
campaign.
game.
Right.
Okay.
So I've probably played the full starting in 1861 campaign of that game. I've probably played a half dozen times. If I set it up on a weekend and played it, I would have been done with it in a month and a half. But because I'm playing async like that, it takes a year, but it also gets you in the rule book and in the game every single day.
Yeah.
Which is the same thing with this. I play this one async to pretty much play some moves of it every day. I've been busier the past couple weeks and haven't kept up, but that helps.
Yeah. I guess what I think about is like, back in the day, whenever that is, a long time ago, there were only, I don't know how many games there were. There were a lot, but 20 games. There weren't that many games. So people played games over and over and over and over. Like people played Panzerly or playing, like so many times. Yeah. And I kind of sometimes think I almost think that these games are very complex and deep. The people spend so much time designing. I'm like, these really should be played multiple times, many of them.
That's what I prefer. I have the collector's impulse. I still buy all this stuff, but it's that's because it goes out of print. And if I want to play it, I want it to be there.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm good playing a handful of things a bunch of times. I don't have like FOMO about, the new hot thing, I have to play it and try it. I'll like all these, like the Rocket Chickamauga and all the stuff you've been playing looks cool. I'll get there eventually. It's all right for me to be in it right now. I'm still on GBACW, deep in it.
Yeah. My concern is you're going to get going on something else again. I'll be like, we're going to lose Ross.
No, I'm still on because I'm now helping with some of the design stuff on Clinton's module and talking to Dick Whitaker a little bit about trying my hand at some map design as well. Wow. So I'm trying to I'm going even deeper now.
Oh boy.
You would think I would be into that, being as hell I'm a GIS guy, but I'm not. I think I do enough of it at work that I don't want to.
Yeah, I did some GIS work, historical GIS in grad school, so I know my way around those tools, and then I like doing vector graphics and stuff, just messing around. So and GMT, I will say, and they're generous with the files and all that you can try your own hand at this stuff.
Right.
It's pretty cool.
Would either of you be interested in this reprint that we've heard about that I've got on the screen?
Yeah, I'll be buying that for sure. Someone mentioned that a week or two ago, and I don't think you can. I don't think you can order it yet, but once you can, I'll be on that because I do want to play it.
So that'll be like playing the Victory Games, right? Version, basically.
Yeah, and I don't know if they'll probably
some tweaks.
I think they're going to tweak it to modernize it in some ways, but I'm sure it'll still have the core game.
Well, I'll tell you another good game. Well, first of all the Victory games that I bought, they were all awesome. I didn't own all of them, but they were all good. But another one that I never hear people talking about it, and to me, I don't know if it predates it or not. The GCACW is Lee versus Grant. The whole wilderness campaign, everything, but at the GCACW, I love that. I played it a couple times, and then of course one of my favorite ones that a lot of people won't play is Army of the Heartland. I think that game, and that's a John Prados game. I think that thing is phenomenal. Now the other two that are in that system, not so pretty, and they're newer. But yep, Into the Woods is a blast, Richard. Definitely is.
Yeah, and that's my new task is Into the Woods. So that'll take me. We're gonna do the big scenario that might lead into the second day, and that'll take months to do it because I'll just be playing a little bit a day.
Are you how far along are you on the Bathamon?
For Into the Woods, I've been busy with work, so I do have the image assets from GMT, so I can do them all really high res and make them look like this module you just played, which is nice. The art is different, I will say. They've updated the art for By Swords and Bayonets, but
right.
regardless, I have the high res files now, and I'm going to update all that, and it'll be a month at least of chipping away at that.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. Dave, Glory is a good system, decent system. I think it could be a little bit better, but it's still a nice system. Wish they would have done more games than that, but that's not going to happen.
And I do want to play GCACW. I have a whole bunch of them. Never played it. I've watched some videos and stuff.
Well, do you like operational stuff?
Yeah, and I'm itching to play it. Actually, it's one of those things that I haven't. I just need to set it up and give it a go on the table too, just solo playing around. That's how I also learn them, is poke around on it and try to learn the rules solo, and then I can find someone to really teach.
Only game I know of that they got cavalry to have a purpose and actually be effective.
Yeah, it's fun in that one.
What is it? What's the distinguishing factor about them?
They can actually delay. Okay, so we think of cavalry like, Gettysburg, or like it was a 3rd or 2nd Winchester that I was playing, where you just pretty much use, other than reconnaissance, you're using them to screen, or you're using them when they're actually in the battle to maybe force troops to come online to slow them down.
Yeah.
And then get out of the way. Well, and since GCACW is operational, they have a mechanic where, if a force approaches cavalry conduct what they call a cavalry retreat. It's just the name of the mechanic, where they can halt the moving column and maybe chew up some of their movement points to slow them down. Which Todd and I'd say one thing we've done real well in that series is use that cavalry to slow momentum down from a moving force. And it's real simple. They're gonna disorder when they move. But you get a column that rolls a freaking, they're moving 6 or 7 or 8 movement points, whatever, and all of a sudden he rolls a 6 and strips them of all their movement points. It can really have a big effect. Doesn't always work, but
yeah, no, that's cool.
But whenever you're trying to pull a force out of a fight, that cavalry is,
Yeah, I'll play. I really want to play the Vicksburg one because I'm just interested in that period and that campaign, and it'll come. That'll probably be a 2026 thing, is GCACW, because again, I'm deep on GBACW development and stuff now, so I'm all in still, and I can't split my brain power.
That's good for us. So,
yeah.
Box. So, Todd, have you gone ahead and got on Noble Night and found all the other GBACW games so you can buy them all back again?
No.
There's so many coming out soon too. I mean, there's a ton of stuff.
Well, he's getting 3 Dog Deluxe for free because I bought that for free.
He bought that for me ages ago, and I'm glad he did, because I am enjoying it, and I think it'll be fun to play. Because I'm pretty much, I don't know if you know this, Ross, I'm pretty much a Gettysburg expert. So
I saw that. Yeah, I know you've developed that over the past week, 2 weeks.
Oh, easy.
All they do is get him out here to see these battlefields, and that was it. There's no turning back now.
Like you and the American Civil War, U.S. Civil or whatever, the U.S. Civil War, whatever. And that's going to be me in Gettysburg. And
yeah, I mean, I don't know that much about Gettysburg. I've visited the battlefield. I've obviously read a little bit, but that's obviously such a big, complex battle, and I haven't gamed it really. So I have enjoyed watching the videos you've made and stuff, and you probably know more about it than I do. So it's been fun to learn a little bit. And visiting was awesome. I mean, it is an impressive place for sure.
Yep. I figured Todd and them are going to want to come back soon, eventually.
Yeah, just we're not going to tell them we're going, Ross. So
communicated or talked with Phil Musket at all?
No.
Phil is he's a battlefield tour guide, but he's also part of we started the stepping into hell testing a long time ago.
Yeah.
And he's still doing it. And he goes to, when they get together, down in Fredericksburg or Gettysburg.
I saw him giving them the tour for the GBACW guys. Yeah, I know who that is. Okay.
Phil's a good dude.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. And that event, man, I I don't know if I can get 10 days off work or whatever, or even 7, but that event seems crazy. The pictures were awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I've got a video I took of him and Stigler on my phone, Gettysburg 3 years ago, and they were playing. They playing on the Rebs. I think they were the Rebels, and I went up there just sort of help out with the rules. I'm too fidgety to go to a con and play because I want to come home to where all my toys are. I don't want to stay.
Yeah.
But I got a video of those two standing up, talking over their strategy and stuff. Both of them are fucking Phil standing there barefooted in the hotel. and Stigler, I called Stigler in the parking lot. I never met him. And I caught him he was getting out of the car with Phil from their tour that morning. And Stigler got out of the car and said, "God damn, you look gorgeous in person." And Stigler looked at him, just knew who I was right away. Never met him, right away. And we've had a good relationship ever since. Like I said, I spent an hour and a half on the phone with him the other night. So he's a horse of a different color. And he's kind of like Kev in a way, states his mind. What's on his mind.
Yeah.
But
tells you what he thinks.
These people, when you meet them in person, I'm just shocked. They're not the same people you see on the internet. Or you chat with.
Yeah, we need to remember that for a lot of things.
Yeah, I'm not
good point.
Sorry, Todd's little comment there. Sorry, I'll get off mine.
David Murray. On average, I buy 1 game a month, but I place 5 games on my wish list every month. I think Todd and I, we finally got our pre-orders down to less than 10.
Oh, dude, I don't know if I have any except for that game you ordered for me.
I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe on pre-order right now. That's it. There's just, I would put the Compass Manassas game on pre-order if I ever thought they were going to get it done. But now I'm scared to even think about it. Now, Chuck loves his Compass games. I guess I've just not had any success. Now, I do have a couple over there that I eventually want to play. Like, what's the big East Front one? You sent me 1 copy of it. I got 2 copies of it. The big Russian.
Me?
Yeah, you sent me yours.
All
I
right,
had the player's manual in it and everything.
Oh, oh gosh, what is the name of that? Oh, geez.
Proud Monster.
Nope, it's not Proud Monster.
Yeah, you sent me Proud Monster.
I've never owned Proud Monster.
You did, because I got 2 copies of it.
Nope.
And you sent me that with the playbook in it.
That's not the I'm telling you, buddy. I'm looking it up right now.
He's going to come back with something else.
I'm trying to remember. It's not Tower by Strength either.
Russia Besieged.
Boom.
That one there.
Yeah.
I've got Russia Besieged. I've got Proud Monster. I've got the Kharkov Battles one, which is okay, but that's
I think the Prestige game is supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah. And I haven't gotten rid of it. Fall Blau, I got that. Yeah. I've got the entire Europa collection. Who wants to buy it? All of them for $150.
Whoa.
Not a chance. You could have about $500. You want that whole set. Actually, I sold Clay the Fire in the East one, which is the one everybody wanted. Well, I got the 1 green box over their second front, all clipped, ready to play, nice and clean. Never been played. I don't think any of them have been played.
Richard, what game are you trying to play by mail or by email or whatever?
I think Richard is just, he wants to, he asked me a question in the email about Vassal. Because he said something, you might be able to answer this. He has a Mac, and he says the Stigler's files, what he's pulling, he can't use them on the Mac. But Todd, you're using a Mac. For what? For Vassal modules.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, Vassal works great. I can't use Tabletop Simulator because my computer, I just don't have enough memory. Because people run it on Mac, I just can't run it on mine.
And the Mac OS has the Vassal binary is unsigned, so you have to go into settings and allow it to run. It's safe to run it. use at your own risk. I'm not telling you what to do, but you have to. It's going to pop up and say, "We're not going to run this," but you can go into settings and say, "Do run it," and then it'll only pop up that one time.
Yeah, this last time I really had to finagle to get the new version of Vassal down, but.
And there should be one that runs on like the M chips, also the newer chips.
Oh, really? Yeah, mine's got the Intel still. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're talking about narrowing games while you guys were talking, and I wasn't listening per usual. So I tried to narrow down the games I focused on this year to play, and so it was going to be ASL, GTS, and GCACW, and I was counting sessions played because I knew I wouldn't get games done, and like how many times I played it. And I set a goal of 20 sessions per game. And I count a session like 30 minutes or more or something. I don't know, whatever. It's just, I know it when I know it. I don't know if that makes sense.
We do you know what we'll do? We'll yank Ross onto our end of year show.
Oh, okay. So right now where I stand is I am 80% of my goal. I have played 48 sessions of ASL, GTS, and GCACW in 18 different scenarios.
That's pretty good.
GBACW, which was not on my original goal list. It was on my random goal list, but it was not because we didn't know when this would come up. We didn't know when Three Dog. We weren't sure when we'd play it. So I just set that goal to play, and I played 19 sessions of GBACW in 5 different scenarios. So that's pretty good there too. So
that's really good. Yeah,
I'm gonna hit that 20.
You've rocked it this year. I'll give you that.
So
have you completed your list, or how much percentage of your list?
I'm 80% there. So ASL's 2 away. GTS and GCACW have both kind of stalled out because of this game, GBACW. Right. And that I should have said this is one of the goals, but because I knew we were going to do it. But that Most Fearful Sacrifice took a chunk of that. Took 10 sessions for us to complete. So,
but that was a good play.
I'm really glad I did it.
Well, and I know Herman liked it too. Like I say, I should have shared that. He sent that to me in a comment in a text, not a YouTube posting about. He's enjoying seeing us come up with off the wall results in these games as opposed to the narrative, the script of the battle and how it went. Which, I mean, who was it that made the comment? The first counter you move, you just change the whole story.
Well, so speaking of Most Fearful Sacrifice, because I've played some of the smaller scenarios, I played 18 sessions of that in 6 scenarios. So, and Library of Napoleonic Battles was another kind of. So I had like some random ones I knew I'd play. That's like 3 sessions. But so I've been trying to narrow it down. But I'm telling you what, it is like I almost think my goal is a little too aggressive on those because.
And that's all live play, right? You're not playing anything.
No, not necessarily. No.
Okay.
The ASL is I'm playing with a local guy for the most part.
Okay.
GTS is pretty much at a little gathering and then some solo stuff. And GCACW is kind of a mix. So no, I don't.
Okay.
Well, you didn't have this on your list. Why don't you just exchange GCACW for this on your list?
Because I don't.
I just misspelt it. I meant to say GBAC.
Because I don't change my vision and goals like that easy. I'm
you're in your 50s.
So I mean, my point is, I'd like to continue doing that where I narrow down what I'm playing because I just want to. I want to spend less time learning new rules.
Yeah, that's me too. I've been to events where everyone wants to play 8 different games, and I'm like, man, can we just play one all weekend? That way I can not have to keep learning all these. And everyone says they're going to read all the rules beforehand and all that, and no one does.
Including
we read all the rules beforehand when we got on tonight.
Yeah,
before we started rolling dice. Yes, that's what. I think that's what I'm finding. Like I'm narrowing it down, but one of them is ASL, and one of them is this.
Yeah.
I just don't I get with my ASL guy, and he knows it pretty well, but that you never know all the rules anyway. But
no.
I haven't had a problem really. Like I said, I think I felt like their security might have bumped up a notch because it was a little harder to open it last time when I first downloaded it, but it's fine. But
yeah, there should be a note on the Vassal site somewhere about that pop-up and where to go in the settings to override it basically on the Mac.
I kind of have to do it. I didn't know there was a note. I just kind of figure it out and find it each time.
Yeah.
You basically go into security settings and go in there and say, yes, I trust it. But it'll be interesting when they redo that Vassal, but I don't know when that'll happen.
Well, you said there's only one guy working on the core stuff of the game, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but he all day, every day working on it, which is pretty amazing.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
We were talking about that. I guess we were talking about they couldn't really charge for it because it's using all these other modules, but
no, but he's rewriting the whole thing from the ground up. And I know he's getting that module library moved over to the new system that people have probably seen, fixing the issues there. And then I bet version 4, I bet it's still years out because it's just, you need a dozen people working on it to get real movement on it. I'm pretty sure he's got a day job too. He's not just doing Vassal.
I mean, would all the modules have to be totally redesigned?
I imagine, yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Because he's really good. So he might come up with a way to import them over, but he's leaving Java behind, and I bet they have to get redone completely.
That means
honestly, from the designing the module standpoint, please just change it and let's recreate it from a modern approach to designing these things, because it's a mess.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, you can do it. There's all these little tricks and things you have to learn that are just quirks of a system that's been over 20 plus years or whatever. It's just been spaghetti code. I mean, it's all a big mess, and that's why it's hard for people to contribute to it too, is it's really hard to understand that code base and get in there and help.
All right, you need to drop the camera on that logo on your shirt.
Oh, I was waiting.
Earth, wind, and fire. Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Wind has got to be Sickles.
No, wind is. I just blanked on him.
Was it Buford? That's Grant up top, right?
We got Grant,
Sherman.
Oh my God, I'm blanking.
Sheridan.
Thank you, Phil. Yeah. Sheridan. Yes, wind.
And what's that mean? I don't know. Nordic got it. Why Sheridan wind? What's that mean? It's obviously to match with the band, just being kind of jokingly that, and I guess because of a cavalry command that he's fast like the wind.
Okay. What's one of the best quotes from fucking anybody was, who was it? Grant to Meade about Sheridan wanting to just do his own thing, and Grant, and he'll just tear Stewart up and whatever. And Grant said he tends to do what he says he's going to do. So. Or something along that line. I thought that was one of the best things.
I think McMurray would like that shirt.
It's on Etsy, and it was funny. On the History on the Table is a podcast I know at least Todd and I listen to, and they have a great Discord. And I had posted this on there, and I think the Etsy link to it, and then I think it sold 20 guys ended up buying it also because it's
my gosh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I should have been getting a kickback on it, but. That's pretty quality.
Yeah, that person what the heck's going on?
Yeah, why is this suddenly so popular?
I think it's funny how Sheridan was just a regular, infantry divisional or brigade commander. Yeah, it's funny how all these generals, you think of Bull Run, the first Manassas, and how they all these guys were just brigade commanders. I mean, the Union had divisions, but still, most of those guys were just brigades, and maybe Grant might have been a divisional, but they just to see how these guys progressed. And I always find it funny that the guys that, especially on the Army of the Potomac, the guys that got promoted to the leadership was literally a status thing, or, who was regardless of their ability, who was the next one to go up. And I always found that to be funny. And, finally, I'm amazed that Lincoln didn't realize what Grant was pretty much about the time of Donaldson and Henry, and just say screw everybody else and put him in there, because the one thing for sure, even if he wasn't sound tactically, the son of a bitch fought. I mean, he knew what had to happen to get this damn war over with. So
yeah,
And, you know, I always like the story, too, about how Lincoln would never allow any of the commanders to take the forces out of D.C., but when Grant took over, that changed instantly. Well, that's always a good story about Grant. I need to read a biography on Grant. I'm sure somebody's got a good one there.
You're not going to answer that question, Hex?
What he asked that the other night, and I still don't know.
Oh.
You talking about a biography of Grant?
I know who Weed is, but I don't know who Wheat is. Oh. You need to change your marijuana dosage that you take at night. Man fights. Yep, he should.
Jeff, are you looking for a Grant biography? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind reading a good one.
I mean, the big Ron Chernow one is what came out, 5-10 years ago. And that's this thick. I ended up cutting it in half. It was so thick, but it's really good, super readable. I mean, he synthesized basically everything that had been written about Grant up until whenever it came out. Let's see. I think it was maybe 5 years ago.
I think
2017. So coming close to 10 years now.
I think one of Sheridan's best moments was at Cedar Creek, where he was back in D.C. and he was coming back to the troops, and they were scattering and running, and he sort of was at Cedar Creek, and he reeled everybody in, where the Confederates surprised him or something like that. I think it was Cedar Creek. I'm not sure. It's been a while.
I didn't know about Sheridan at Pea Ridge that William just said. That's really interesting. Curtis's quartermaster. Huh.
Oh, Lord, now I know who Wheat is. You put that rubber dose crap in there. That threw me off.
I would be interested in what's the guy's name from the Maine that held the
Chamberlain?
I'd be interested in reading something about him because that guy went on to do something.
Reader's Digest. I might even still have it around here. It was an old blue one. Remember the old Reader's Digest volumes used to come out? There's a book that came out by them. It looks just like one of those volumes. It's the 20th Maine. It's pretty much all about him.
Yeah, that guy did some stuff afterward. Like he became governor of Maine and did some other. I'm like, gosh, that guy.
You read the story about how he got in at the college or whatever would not let him leave the school to join the military. So he said he wanted to take he used some excuse to take a
sabbatical,
educational leave or something like that. And he immediately went down and joined.
Sabbatical. Norwich is sabbatical to study abroad.
Yeah, to study abroad. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. All right, let's hear it. General question for let's see if you can answer this one.
Oh, hold on.
What was the plan that Lee presented Longstreet? What was the actual attack plan and objective for Longstreet's attack on July 2nd? What was the original strategy?
On July 2nd.
Yeah.
Boy, okay.
Don't ask me. We got to go to the chat.
So here's Nordic's first approach.
No, Ewell was supposed to be the diversion. No, wouldn't take those hills. You really got to picture. Okay, so a reconnaissance went out with the engineer and came back, and he told him what he saw, that there wasn't nothing. Okay, so knowing or believing that there was nothing there, Lee formulated a plan of attack that ended up getting tossed once Longstreet eventually moved over there in the afternoon. Of course, he wanted Longstreet to go in the morning, but amazing the people don't really know this.
Well, in our game, it was to take the Union left flank, but they, failed, of course, because Murray were terrible.
Well, and I keep thinking about the deployment of the Third Corps, and I think the original plan still could have, in a sense, happened. But the original plan was to guide on the Emmitsburg Road and roll up using the Emmitsburg Road and then roll up the Union left right up on through Cemetery Ridge. But when they got over there and realized Third Corps had moved out to the front, that changed their entire plan of operations. And then the two big hills became the thing. Pretty much, Nord. That's a great enough explanation right there. That was the original planned attack, and it was supposed to be once they were in position. It was supposed to be McClaw's first, and then Hood in the echelon, and then, like I say, all that went to shit. Yeah, I keep wondering to myself, what if Longstreet had gone in with Outlaw's brigade and gone in with 7 brigades and then with Anderson. That's a great story. Yeah, we got to get next time y'all out here. We got to get Phil Musket because he wrote that article. I can't remember what it was in, but he sent me the article before they printed it about Anderson's division and Wright's brigade that actually broke the Cemetery Ridge line on July 2nd and were behind it. And nobody followed them. They had nothing. There you go. There's David Murray just said it. An echelon attack along Emmitsburg Road. That was the original plan.
Yeah, that would be interesting, actually, Jeff. When Three Dog comes out, if we could get Phil on here to talk about, talk about one of the.
Oh, that would be cool.
One of the scenarios or the battlefield or something. See if he would be willing to kind of come on and talk.
I bet he would. Because, he does public speaking constantly anyhow. And he's been on video. It was on CBS News about a month or two ago.
That'd be really cool.
I don't know what you would do to kind of narrow it down because it's so big. But anyway, that would be if you'd be willing to.
Well, yeah, but just for the time you spent with him, he can talk about anything out there.
Maybe just like because he plays the game and he knows the history. I don't know.
Oh, he plays the game too?
Oh, yeah. He's a GBACW nut.
Yeah,
okay.
so
that's cool. I didn't realize that.
While we were out there, he didn't do it a whole lot, but occasionally. And then Jeff would bring it up and his friend, he had a friend there that plays GBACW with him. So he would kind of bring up things. Oh, there was this thing that did, I didn't really follow it because I didn't play GBACW, but it was cool. Like yeah.
Now, playing the games and being in the spaces, that's one reason why I love American Civil War games. I like the history, but then I live in America. I can go to these battlefields. And like when I went to Kernstown, I was right in the middle of playing Death Valley of this and playing that first Kernstown scenario or battle multiple times. Going to stand and like see the house there and see the hill and look over at the sandy ridge and amazing, because then go back and play the game again and it gives a completely different dimension to seeing it. Yep, and Kernstown's so small you can take the whole thing in with one glance, basically, unlike Gettysburg, which again is more complicated, but it's also richer to be able to like go check out different sections and all that.
Are you checking out Camp Sawyer's playthrough of Kernstown right now?
I have been seeing his videos. Yeah, I haven't seen all of them yet, but I've seen him posting those. I have watched a few. Yeah, he's been steady at it too, almost every night, I think.
Oh, he's consistent. He's another one too. He'll dabble in some other stuff here and there, but GBACW, Glory, Blind Swords. I don't think he's touched the Black Swan system, but he loves those things and he wears them. And he's another one of those that I give him kudos because he plays it from start to finish.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen him pull one down. Oh, I thought, wait a minute. When did that happen?
What are you talking about? I've had this for a while.
You've only bullshit because you only sent me like 4 copies.
You're funny, Jeff. You're funny.
You just got that, didn't you?
Well, no, I've had it. I had it before I came out there.
Did you really?
I think so. I think. Well, I don't know. Maybe I. No.
Do you have the expansion with it?
I can't remember when I got it. Yeah, of course.
You're an ass, man. Dude, he's gotten rid of more copies of that game than anybody I know.
I can't remember, Jeff, if I bought this because once we finish by Sword and Bayonets, I want to play Kernstown. Since we visited.
Oh, imagine that.
Step in the cow patties, and then I'm a little nervous about Winchester though, because that thing's freaking huge.
You check the terrain key out. You really got to look hard for the cow patty.
But
Kernstown's that's a great battle. I didn't play the third, I guess, the 1864 one, but I played the the early one in the Death Valley, and it's great.
Oh yeah,
that's in my opinion, that's the place to start. But maybe that's biased because that's just where I started with this system. I found it more exciting in some ways than the Big Bethel, which is good, but it's man, that race to the wall scenario from the first Kernstown battle is great. I played it 4 times, I think, as I was trying to learn the game, and
yeah, I mean, I gotta think Kernstown would be
different
pretty
approaches and
decent.
stuff.
It's pretty small. I mean, right?
It is. It's good. That until this box came out, that was the go-to to suggest, even more than the small map into the woods scenarios. I think most people would say start with first Kernstown.
Yeah.
Oh,
By
right.
all means, the Death Valley, and just the value of the Death Valley box, and then come on, a $22 expansion that has what, 5 or 6 more fights in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's I've been excited about.
And
Well,
the whole
you
valley,
played
the
for
62
Kernstown,
Valley campaign at least is so interesting as a campaign that it's fun to play all those in a row, play cross keys and play through the whole following
that's
Jackson.
interesting.
Yeah, they don't have a linked campaign system per se in the rules, but they all happen so tight together and are all linked thematically that it's cool to play them back to back.
Well, I'm assuming you see some of the same units and commanders, right?
You do, for
Yeah,
sure.
I think that's cool, and that's what's been cool about GCACW. Like, oh, this guy. I'm not like McMurray, and Jeff's probably the same. You are too, Ross, probably, but I can't remember who's whatever. McMurray's always like, well, where did so and so? Where is he? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, oh, we just talked about it. I can't remember the guys' names. I can't even remember your guys' names. But I am starting to see, oh, okay, that guy was there. Oh, that guy was there. I don't know. So it's kind of fun. But yeah. The linked games.
Yeah, and that box it's Jackson focused, so he's going to be in most of them, or he's just off field if he's not there.
Ewell and Jackson, they worked together so well in the Valley in 62. And then Ewell, when they were moving to Gettysburg, Ewell did a marvelous job in the Valley, and then just turned stupid when he got to Gettysburg. AP Hill, same way. Lee used to say wonderful things about AP Hill, and he was always a great reactive general. It never fails. Every time you read something, it's always AP Hill arrives. AP Hill arrives. AP Hill arrives. It's always that. And then Gettysburg, and a lot of people say they took him up 1 notch too high by giving him a whole corps.
Yeah.
I thought I had a book on the Valley.
Well, now Richard, I remember that. I think it was Grant that said that.
Oh, nice.
Grant said the 6th Corps was they were the finest corps in the Union Army, because he was always. I remember when they were trying to send troops back. I guess when Early was going up through the Valley was it 64? I guess that Grant, I think, said he was sending the 6th Corps because he said they were the best ones. But weren't they also the biggest corps in the Union Army, I believe? Problem is where do you see them in many fights? The Wilderness, I guess. I really don't even to this day know how much they did at Gettysburg. Weren't they the ones that didn't? But Grant sure had a lot of high praise for them.
Todd, if you're going to play Death Valley and play through possibly after this, I think it's Peter Cozzens is the historian that's called Shenandoah 1862. Incredible. Like that's at least for the Valley campaign, that's where I would go. It follows along with the game. It's pretty great.
I think this book actually might be a little bit about the 1864. Oh yeah, this is August through September of 1864.
Right.
Didn't AP Hill have a venereal disease or something?
Easy.
No, he did. He did. I think he had a disease from the prostitutes or hookers in New York or something like that. Or
that's hilarious. What was that book again, Ross?
I think it's called Shenandoah 1862. It's Peter Cozzens is the writer. Cozzeens.
Somebody mentioned that to me 3 years ago about that book.
Cozzens is awesome. He's a great writer, super accessible, but good researcher and stuff. And then, yeah, it doesn't cover the 64 Valley activities, but for 62, it's great.
Apparently, this guy's written a 64 Shenandoah Valley book too.
They're Sheridan. That's supposed to be, I remember, isn't that supposed to be Sheridan? People always thought that was Sheridan leading that charge right there. I was like, is it? Or is that just Sheridan's ride?
So I got this at Winchester. This is a book I got at Winchester.
Yeah, I still haven't cracked open. Well, I've read some of the I've read The Thought of This Place.
Oh, the Antietam book, the new one? Yeah, I haven't read it yet.
Yeah. But that Atlas book, man, that always gets opened. I just glanced at that just out of the blue. Is that the one you bought there?
Yeah, I decided to get this one since you got that one. This kind of covers more of the campaign. And then I thought I'll eventually probably get yours there, but I can't imagine how long it'll take me to get through this one. But we stood there. We were right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the cool part. And then you play it on a game and you're like, I was there. I stood right there. Yeah. I know what it looks like looking over there.
The most stunning thing at Antietam that just gets me every time I go there is where was Drayton or Toombs of Georgian were overlooking the bridge, those heights, overlooking the southern bridge. And I was like, my God, you could have defended this with almost nothing. And they pretty much did until Burnside got his dander up and just pushed him too hard. But man, of course, that's where he took a dump.
Jiminy Christmas, dude.
Those girls were walking that dog.
He's gonna appreciate you telling that story.
Well, he went to the potty, let's say, in the woods.
That is not fair. You need to wait for him to be out there.
I'm sorry, that just came out.
That was pretty funny. That dog was went hunting. I sniffed McMurray.
Oh my God.
I mean, that guy's an outdoorsman, Ross. That guy lives.
He is.
He lives for the outdoors, man. That guy.
No big deal for him. He just had to do what he had to do.
Yeah, I mean, if it all goes to
so sick. The guy was so sick.
If it goes to garbage, I'm hanging out with him because I'll have a better chance of surviving.
So we all walked down to the bridge, and that snake that was on the bridge, that was funny.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Todd wasn't going to tell me about it.
Nope.
But we walked down, and then because we park up top, right? So we walked down, and we were down there at the bottom, and I was like, So I walked up the flat part to where the tour road comes in, and I remember sitting there waiting for them to go all the way back up the hill and get the car. And this bus of senior citizens unloaded, and I'm like, I called an Uber. I'm not going back up that damn hill. We were so lucky because the 3 days we spent out on the battlefields, the first day I guess was the warmest. Gettysburg was absolutely beautiful, and Antietam was absolutely beautiful the days we got in May.
We were super lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did Gettysburg in April, and it was beautiful. That's I'm sure it's nice in the fall too. I would love to go in July for obvious reasons, but spring was, man, it was nice.
Jeff has convinced me not to go in July, but July would be cool because you'd be closer to the weather, but it's too busy.
Well, and you get reenactors, and they're going to be firing artillery and all that. But
you ever been to a little kids soccer game? Where they just like a big block?
Pretty much what that is.
Like on July 1st, 2nd.
I can imagine. Yeah.
In groups of thousands. I drove up there. I told my boss one year I want to take off on the 1st. I'm going to go up there. I'd never done it. And I went up there and I came down 30 and I passed McPherson's Ridge and I stopped at Lee's headquarters. I turned around and went straight home.
You saw enough of the crowd.
Yeah. I was like, there is no way.
Yeah, it was beautiful in April. I know that. So I'll be next time I go. I'll try to hit.
April would be good. April, yeah. I would do April.
We did a horseback tour. That was something.
Spring and fall. If you can go down there, even if you go a little later and there's maybe they're lucky you get some light snow on the ground, it's still gorgeous. I don't know. They just do such a good job up there. Taking care of that place.
And you have been to Antietam, Ross, or no?
No. I've only the only battlefields east I've done are we stayed in Winchester, but went down to Kernstown in the morning, shot up to because I flew into DC, drove to Winchester, went to Kernstown, went to Gettysburg, flew out of DC. So I've never, and I lived in Massachusetts. There's no battlefields there. So I haven't been to any of the Virginia ones, which obviously there's a million, and the big ones, or the kind of that area. But I've been to all of or most of the Trans-Mississippi, and I want to hit some of the Western ones too. I want to go to Corinth. You know, they're not as like preserved as some of these other Virginia battlefields, but I'm interested in the Western Theater and Trans-Mississippi, frankly, more than the East.
I lived in Tennessee and never went to Shiloh, never went to Franklin.
That's all on the list. And I've been doing just what I can drive to, which is Wilson's Creek, Pea Ridge, Prairie Grove. There's some smaller battles here in Oklahoma, Cabin Creek and Honey Creek. All interesting, but haven't hit the big dogs in Virginia yet, or Maryland. It'll come.
Right. Nord, you're going to appreciate, like I say, Herman's going to be doing Saratoga in the Black Swan system. So he said it was kind of limited. He wanted to do AWI, but for Black Swan, you got to find a battle that's big enough to fit the Black Swan system. So Saratoga seems to be. I don't know what other major, huge battles there were that Black Swan would fit, but Blind Swords be a different story. Hell, even GBACW. I'm just thinking of, man, you could do Napoleonics, you could do AWI. There's so much you could do with the GBACW system. Granted, I don't want them to venture or detour away from what they're doing because we got so many games are going to be coming out over the next 5-6 years. You think that Three Dog Shipping will pop in November like they hope?
They just had the GMT, this month's email, and it didn't move on any of the updates. It just says Q4 still, so I don't know.
Dang it.
It didn't feel great. It's been sitting on the Q4 section for a while. I know they're close because they've been talking about it, but it didn't move into like preparing for shipping or whatever.
Much test plays I saw Dick doing up there in Gettysburg, and that was 3 years ago. So yeah, I would love to see Bentonville, Dave. William, I'd love to see Bentonville. Wise Fork, didn't Bill Molyneux, didn't he just put out one of his games on the Battle of Wise Fork? That doesn't appeal to me. The appearance doesn't appeal to me, but I want to say he just did one. Franklin, Stones River, Chickamauga. I've never seen any of them. Never been. I'd like to see Stones River. I'd love to see Murfreesboro.
Remember, this guy had never been to Antietam, and he lives like 2 minutes away from it.
Yeah, I won't go.
He lives further.
Never been to Kernstown. Never been to Newmarket. Never been to Front Royal or
Winchester.
None of them. Winchester, and I'm 15 minutes from Winchester.
We got him to go try some new things. That's cool.
And they finally put an interstate sign up too for where we went to the Winchester site. They finally put one of the brown and white historical signs on the interstate showing the exit. I just went down by there the other day. It's we said the guy at Kernstown, he told us, no, you guys really need to go over here. And when we went over there, I was stunned what a nice setup they had for the visitor center. Just a house, an old house, but it was just the walkway into it, the parking area.
It was nicer than Kernstown, really.
Oh yeah, Kernstown was pretty much in a barn.
Yeah,
they had more stuff to show you, but yeah, Winchester was more, I don't know, refined.
Did you go out to the artillery barn at Kernstown? You see that big like holographic thing they have set up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Where they had the cannons sitting inside.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, Kernstown was our first one we did. That was.
Well, remember we went in the little tiny movie room at Winchester.
They got I love that. I love that.
And it's funny because it shoots. They have a terrain map that's tilted.
It's 3D.
And then they have a camera or a light type thing that shoots down and then they got the TV above it playing the story. and you can follow.
Oh, that is cool.
Better than the Gettysburg light map. Way
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, because it's a projecting the troops moving, and then because it's a 3D map, they're moving up and down hills and braking and then moving. Incredible. It was as good as the one I saw when I was in Nijmegen about Arnhem. It was so good. They had stuff on the wall in 3D buildings and just moving. It was like, oh my gosh, I totally understand the battle even better than I did before. So, yeah.
Yes, and it's not real long. It's just a perfect amount of time.
Yeah.
And it piques your interest in the story they tell. It's really, really, really well. And then the battlefield walk, it was just warm. It was, and we just walked up freaking Pritchard's Hill at Kernstown, and I'm no spring chicken no more. So,
yeah, unfortunately, Winchester was our second visit of the day, so we didn't quite get as far because it was warmer. But it's pretty big. Like we needed to go really further down, but someone couldn't take it.
That killed me.
Our goal we didn't quite hit our goal, but we tried.
But we were all over Winchester. Antietam. I thought we did a great, stop and go. And I'll never forget the two guys sitting out there in the Westwood. Or no, the Eastwood.
I thought it was West.
But
yeah, just two guys. One was a tour guide. One was a historian. They were just sitting there in lawn chairs. Nobody was out there,
just waiting for people to come up.
Yeah, and they just started telling us. They started answering questions and tell us the story, and just as pleasant as they could be.
Yeah,
it was a great freaking time. That battlefield. I'm glad we went to Antietam, and I hadn't been there in forever. It was definitely worth going there. I think the thing at Gettysburg that I'm a little disappointed about is the push button story boxes. None of them are working. There's one at the Barksdale Monument, the one for Pickett's Charge out there at the tip of the woods on Seminary. Doesn't work. Phil said it hadn't worked in years. Yeah. And I used to love to hit that button and go out there and listen to that. And that talks about, Lee saying this is all his fault and everything. But I think there was like 4 or 5 of them out. But apparently none of them are working anymore. So had the 3D light.
Yeah, I'll get on that.
Yeah.
Get the 3D swoop down.
Todd, what's your schedule? Have you looked at your schedule?
Yeah, I can do next week. And then we'll have to be taking a 2-week. It's going to be a 3-week break, I guess. 2-week break or whatever you want to say.
Oh, you're going to go to your cons, aren't you?
Got a convention and then mom visit. So we're going to have a gap. So if we can do it next week, we should. So
I promise that sometime here, I don't know if I got to wait till fall or winter when golf's over, that I might start playing on. I need to start playing on Saturday nights if you guys aren't around. Or something like that.
Yeah, if you got someone else that's going to play or do solo or something, yeah, you should definitely do that.
Yeah. Ross, where are you guys? Okay, so your buddy's channel with all your all's tutorials posted. I haven't had a chance to dig into a lot of them yet, and I need to ask you because the one I was watching, I didn't get far enough because I was laying in bed watching it, and most of what I saw was him talking.
That's what
get farther into using
his stuff that he was posting is him talking over stepping through the rule book, which no one had really done that with the GBACW stuff. And it is mostly just him talking. The one I posted on the channel that I had started, the only thing I got up there, we played through Big Bethel start to finish and tried to talk through it, explaining why we're making certain decisions, introducing certain rules, like how you bring on the reinforcements and stuff. So not diving into every single rule. It's assumed that you've read the example of play, looked at the rule book, but then at least played through it, talking through it, which for anyone trying to get into this system, there's now enough Big Bethel content that you can get a pretty good feel for that system and that battle now. But I wanted to play around with just recording, and then I'll probably do some stuff separately soon. Classic soon. Whenever it gets done, I want to do some rules tutorials for GBACW that are more illustrating some things, not just stepping through, but showing you things like here's how artillery interacts with that kind of 3 to 4 hex cutoff. What happens when you move within 3, and what are your restrictions when you move within 3? What changes? Stuff like that. So I'm kind of scripting them out, or at least outlining what I want to show people that I know are the trickier points in the rule book.
What's your channel name, Ross?
It's called A Sound Like Thunder. A Sound Like Thunder. I don't know if it's gonna. You might have to post it.
Yeah, I'm gonna post it up here.
Okay.
I'd say the only tutorials, real tutorials, were the ones that I did.
I got my own wrong, by the way.
I wish somebody would. It's not. I hope y'all do, because as much as I want to do it, I think what I want to do is I don't want to go back and do tutorials, especially if you guys are going to tackle it. I think what I want to do is I want to go back in. All right, Richard, good. Thanks for getting on, buddy.
See you, Richard.
I want to go. I want to cover some of the oddball things, like you just talked about. Like,
right.
I can barely. I'm starting to remember approach fire now. All right, I know that the artillery has the potential to fire 3 times in one brigade's phase, but I wanted to go back and cover things like, okay, what happens when a unit falls apart and starts running backwards through everybody? The things you get at that kind of just really, because a lot of people. One of the funny things that I've always found is that's when we were playing the Spring Mill scenario with the line of sight stuff. That's probably the first time I think I had a struggle with line of sight. And I just never had it before, because I think from doing mapping and being a scout in the military, where reading a map is that's your priority function number 1. I just never had a visual problem with, the hills and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But this game does present different things. And I think one of the good ones that a lot of people I think I did a short on line of sight in using the Into the Woods, because that one's system is a little more intricate.
You did. Yeah.
Than a lot of the other stuff I see. So,
yeah, doing the videos on the kind of comprehensively covering those tricky things. Like, so we just touched on when you all were just playing that optional crest line of sight rule.
Right.
It's hard for me in the moment to be like, here's how it works, but I could get that in a 5-minute video, and Todd, whoever, you could watch it and you would be like, okay, I get that, because it's actually an incredibly well-written, interesting rule that they did, but it's not on the surface immediately intuitive. You have to have someone show you, like, what is it trying to represent on the map, and it makes sense, and you can start to see it, I think. Right. But you need someone to be like, here's how to see it, here's how I see it, or whatever.
Right.
So that's I'm going to work on those, but I'm trying to juggle that with the vassal stuff to keep making these modules shinier.
Dude, we got 31 people watching now. We haven't been playing for almost an hour. Who else is out there? Say hello out there before we sign off here and call it an evening.
So I put links to Ross's channel and also his friend's channel, War of the Rebellion, where he's doing those short. And I appreciate those short bursts, because it's kind of like there's a guy who did ASL from a game store, J&M Games, where he would do like 5-minute, here's how you do this. Also, ASL Academy has done some shorts short's good, because these are very complex, so you can just learn one thing. Hey, Joseph, Michael. Oh, yeah.
Joseph, thanks for popping in, buddy.
Yeah, definitely sub to Ross in the what's your friend's name?
His name's Sean.
Sean. Yeah, Sean's channel. Sean. Encourage him to keep doing this.
He's who I've been mostly playing with, and he's been learning along with me. He knows the rules really well, too, and he wanted to, he was looking for the same thing I was looking for when we started, which are these short rules, just to, like, someone just explain to me in normal words what this means. If you don't have access to someone who already knows it, if you're trying to learn it from the ground up.
Yep. Yep.
So I'm gonna let him do that, and then I'll do some I'll dig into some deeper stuff, I think. And I wanted to do some videos about US Civil War also, because when I was learning it, I have a bunch of notes about how to teach it, because I've taught a couple people how to play. The rules are great and really tight on there too. Simonich rules are good. But I want to do some videos there too.
Sweet. Next day.
So stay tuned.
Yep.
Already getting some subscribers tonight. There we go. Thanks, guys.
Yep. We'll pop a shout out too on one of these things where you get some more hits over, because it's nice to have. Like I said, there's a lot of players out there, but there's not a lot of content creators.
No, there's really not, and not for GBACW. There's not a ton for whatever reason, and I'm interested in the longer playing longer scenarios and recording them, because like you said, short is good for rule stuff especially, but this war game crew, of course, will watch 4-hour videos, put it on over a week or whatever and have it on, and you can record a whole game. You just did with A Most Fearful Sacrifice. I mean, that was a lot of content.
Yeah.
Turn the camera on and go. I need to refine my system over there, but I can do it, but I don't have. I got a third arm around here somewhere, and I don't know what the hell I've done with it. But I've got to find that thing and put it in play over there. Need to do something. I need to hang the damn thing from the ceiling with a swing arm. That's what I need to do. So
I got a game table over here, and I've fiddled with how do I get a mount with the camera up above it? But I want to be able to swing it around. I always get too far. Instead of just going with the basic, I want to be able to articulate the arm down and zoom in and stuff. And then I'm just I'll just do it on Vassal, whatever.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny too, because I remember one of the things that with me not wanting to do Vassal was I remember, I haven't seen much of it lately, but a lot of people saying, I don't want to watch somebody play the game on Vassal. I want to see the game on the table.
I know you want to see the tweezers come out and move pieces around, and it's more like you're there, but it is hard to film them in a way that is well lit. You don't get weird shadows and all that. So,
and you're knocking your stacks over every freaking time.
Right.
Stuka with his rail kit.
Yeah, that's what I've seen his kit. That's what I'm talking about. But that's a whole ordeal to build that. But that's what I want to have, is be able to move that thing around like that.
Well, Dave, that's how you get around that walk around sickness. You got rails, and he's got this nice camera switching thing, so it fades to the next shot and all that stuff. I'm like, all right, I'm not doing all that.
Dave, you mean the Callendale method doesn't work for you?
I mean,
it's worked for Callendale. He's been doing it since day one.
That's the friggin' method I use.
Strong left arm.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I can make people pretty vertigo in mine too, so I gotta.
Yeah, But you get back to it, but like I say, what I'm afraid is though, with my GBACW, it's going to be Vassal play. It's it's just too easy now, and now that I'm getting the hang of it. So.
Yeah, that's one of my reasons for wanting to get the higher res counters and higher res maps in these modules. Is it makes for better video too. You can zoom way in and see these things.
I think the only feature that I like that really, it's the first thing that I notice is, and you can see it if you look at look at the original 3-Dog Vassal mod, there's no shadow around the counters.
Right.
And to me, that would be an amazing thing. I love the little shadow sticking out from the counters, so that I can, it just separates it from the map. So
yeah, it pops off just a little bit.
Oh, nor don't even. What do you think I was playing before we did this show tonight? I was playing World of Warcraft.
That's all I ever hear when he's playing War. Ching ching. I'm like, what the blank are you doing? So this is me looking at the map, says, because I'm playing the Devil to Pay in Vassal, but I'm pull out the map and the atlas to see what I'm doing and where I am and how far it's gone, and so I can really get a good feel for. So that's how sick I'm getting about Gettysburg. Playing on Vassal, looking at the map. I don't have the pieces on it. I'm not.
When you come on next week, his channel will say Wardrobe plays Civil War.
Wardrobe plays first day of Gettysburg only.
Yeah. Very, very specific.
I need to change that now just to Wardrobe plays.
I think when I do that P Ridge trip, we're gonna play the SPI P Ridge. I think we're gonna play it on Vassal there, but then have it set up, and I think we're gonna try to get a recording set up. So that might be a future video with my buddy Sean. Play it on Vassal, not record that, but record the basically do an AAR of it using the actual map, but then did you ever play Guns of Gettysburg or any of the games that have the wood block?
It's the one I'm missing.
But they have the wood block to represent the units. We're going to do those on the map, and just as we play through in Vassal, move those kind of around to represent what's happening in the Vassal game.
Oh, that's cool.
On the table. So we're going to try that and see if it makes interesting at all.
Speaking
makes
of your
interesting video.
How come I don't see him on here watching this? Do we need to drag his ass in here one night when we're streaming?
He could probably pop on. He's got family commitments that I don't have,
Okay,
so
right,
he's harder to pin down.
Fair enough.
I can hang out for 3 hours easily, and he leads a busier life than I do.
Oh, speaking of, so I went out and played golf today, and dude, I birdied 4 holes on the front 9. Still ended up shooting 1 over par because I was too tired on the back 9 and didn't play.
Yeah, you should have stopped. You should have stopped after the first. You should have stopped after those 4.
Club championship is next weekend, so I'm pumped, and the game is good. I'm putting the ball so well right now. I just want one more trophy. That'd be 3.
So you're gonna be nice and tired on Saturday when we play. Then
No, because if I'm in the championship flight on Sunday, I won't tee off till like 10:30 or 11. We're always the last group to go. Kind of like we watch a pro tournament. Your best scores are usually late in the tee time. But like that's why I play golf every year. That's what I live for. A lot of them that hate me for it, but tough. That's why I play. So,
cool.
got that going on. Plus all the shit we got going on at work, all the changes we're making right now. And like I said, I don't have that other map person, that other GIS person anymore. So I'm having to do it all. And being a programmer too, writing applications, that's, I used to hand off a lot of the work to her projects, and she was taking care of the addressing, and I could work on this other stuff. Now I don't have that. So I got to do it all, and it's fucking killing me. And between that and playing my word crossword puzzle game, sitting at my desk because I get bored of what I'm looking at. Or Herman Lutman messages me, Stigler, are you out there hiding in the background, not saying nothing? Come on, dude.
There's Charles and his golf story.
Old Chuck. Chuck has been around with us for God. Shit. Right after I started doing this stuff, Chuck showed up. He's definitely our best subscriber. Always there, all the shows. So, all right, we've been kicking this for over 3 hours tonight, which has been amazing. There's 28 people, 3 on Facebook and 25 on YouTube. One last chance, if you're out there just watching, just say hello so we know you popped by. We had Rodi from Korea. I just saw, was it Charles Wurtzer? Was it? He said hello out there. Joseph Wurtzer, sorry. All right, all you regulars, thank you all for popping in tonight. Definitely appreciate it. Christoph, what time is it where you live? You're probably getting up to go to work, aren't you? Y'all off on the holiday on Monday? Everybody off?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to play golf, I'm sure. All right, let's kill this thing. Good show tonight. Anybody got anything else?
Nope. I'm good.
Nope. That was fun. You knocked out one turn in 3.5 hours or whatever. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we talked for 2. So
No, it was good. That's this scenario, or the battle, the New Bern battle is, it's about next session. Contact will be made for real. It'll be pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Larry from Hawaii. Thanks for popping in, Larry. Appreciate it, man. Yeah. Well, you know what, too? We're going to get into the fight faster with this one than we did with the last 2.
Yeah, you're going to be right in it. Next activation, it's going.
Yep. It's easy. So, all right, gang. Hey, everybody, thanks for popping in tonight. All you guys out there that had comments, you always love to hear what you guys have to say when it's not talking about ASL, Nord, or OSG, Nord. So thanks for popping over tonight, and we'll see you all. It'll go up. I guess I get to post it this time. Or did I post this one?
You get to post this next one.
Okay. All right. So I'll post the next one. Be next Saturday night. Same bat channel. We'll be here, and see you all then.
See ya.
See you, everyone.